What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? Did you miss us? Did you miss us? Did you miss us? Let's start off with something a little nostalgic. Woo-wee! PlayStation Nation, wake up. Wake up, PlayStation Nation, wake up. Wake up, PlayStation Nation, wake up. It is another Saturday morning. I know we weren't there last week, guys. We had some business to take care of. You know, Mother's Day weekend, all that good stuff. But we back, guys. We back. We weren't going to be gone for long because I know, you know, it was boring as hell last week. You know, we got a couple tweets like, hey, guys, where's the podcast? I don't even know what to do with my Saturday mornings without the Wups crew, without the Wups boys. You feel me? So, you know, we get it. We get it. And we just like, yo, man, we got to come back stronger. So here we are, man. Another Saturday morning. What's up, PlayStation Podcast, episode 37. And man, do we have a good show for you. We missed you guys too, by the way, right? As much as you've missed us, we missed you as well. Trust and believe, right? But we got a great show for you today. A lot of good news, a lot of good topics, right? A lot of good conversations gonna be talked about because PlayStation, even the week before, we're gonna have a little news that trickled in from the week before when we missed our show, but there's a lot of good news to talk about this week. There's a lot of good topics, a lot of good things, and I cannot wait to talk about it. But ladies and gentlemen, What's Up PlayStation Podcast would not be what it is without the other half, the other host, co-host, right? Jay Bari. Yo, Bari, say what's up to the people, bro.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Once again, episode 37 is about to be in the books, man. Yo, Persona, it's going to be a good one today.
Oh, yes.
You know, we took a week off, you know, like you said, a lot of people was like, yo, what the hell? But nah, man, we are back in full attack and ready to pack all these PlayStation news right now this week and the week before. But yo, I'm excited. Can't wait to talk about some of this stuff, man. And let's get it, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat. See you guys, these beautiful people in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys coming through. And let's get it, man. What's up, PlayStation? Share the stream out. Hit the like button. You know, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're working. We're moving.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're definitely moving along, and shout out to everybody in the chat. And I agree, man. Help us get to 1,000, guys. Share the stream out. Share it with your mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousins, nephews, nieces,
Happy.
your grandma, granddad, great grandma, great granddad, your friends, right? Your third grade teacher. Share it with everybody. Share it all across the world because PlayStation Nation, we are growing. We are getting bigger and bigger by the day. And we need your help to get to 1,000 subs. We're very close, guys. We're close. We're close. Help us get to 1,000 subs, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys. With that being said, you guys know how we start the show. We start the show with what released this week. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, was it a dry week. Right? So for this week, we've got Hood, Outlaws, and Legends. And I gotta be honest with you, Barry. I'm kind of interested in this game. I get what's that a Ubisoft game that came out a couple years back? You know what game I'm talking about?
The Melee one.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yo, that was a cool game too. I forgot the name of it as well.
I forgot.
Man.
Somebody in the chat.
Somebody in the chat going.
Yeah, somebody gonna let us know. But this game had me pretty interested.
I agree, man. Like the Hoods and Outlaw. I like the trailers that they showed, the previews that it was, but it's just like. I got For Honor. There we go.
Yeah, For Honor.
For Honor. It's just so much. It's just so much on the plate right now, man. Like, yo, I feel like I'm at Thanksgiving when I play on PlayStation, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, Thanksgiving, you just got all that shit on your plate, and just like, yo, I really want to put this. I want to put these cranberries on here, but I ain't got no space. You know what I mean?
Yo, I was always at Thanksgiving.
I'm not a cranberry dude.
I
I just brought that up because you know it's Thanksgiving.
But yeah. I was gonna say Thanksgiving.
I don't eat that cranberry.
Yeah, normally I had a stuffing, the mac and cheese, you know, the collard greens, turkey, ham, fried chicken, a rib, things like that on the plate.
If I'd have said some yachty food, people would have been like, "What the hell are you talking? The curry go? What?
It's a festival."
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I went general. I went general with the cranberry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Hood, Outlaws and Legends. Then we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla: Wrath of the Druids. This is the one of the expansions for Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out this week. Death
Can I get
Crown.
that all?
Can I get $1? Holla for $1. Death Crown. And then we got Exo Demon. And then we got Taxi Driver: The Simulation. Then we got Karma Incarnation, Mojang Adventure DX, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Did you grab that, Barry? Mass Effect Legendary?
I did not pick it up because I picked up Resident Evil Village, where I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm happy I did do it.
Hey, let me go back in history. I said, on a show like 2-3 months ago, I said that Barry was going to buy Resident Evil. I knew he was going to buy it. I knew he was going to buy it. Okay. Then I didn't buy it either. I said I was going to buy Mass Effect, but then I said I got burnt by Western RPGs a little too much.
This one a little different though. This Mass Effect 2 and 3 is actually pretty good. Like I didn't play 1. Mm-hmm. Two, I felt like 2 was a masterpiece to me. That's a masterpiece of a game, in my personal opinion. 3, I like 3 as well. I think you're getting great games here in the package, but it's just I just have so much to play that I'm playing, man.
I only like Dragon. In terms of Western RPGs, Dragon Age is the only really RPG I like. You guys told me to buy Fallout 4. That was trash. You guys told me to buy Mass Effect Andromeda. That was trash. Witcher. That is trash. I'm like, hey, look, I can't keep getting burnt on these Western RPGs.
Witcher 3 is not trash. I just feel like you already have something, a predetermined mindset, and you don't want to play the game. To this day, I always gonna. There's no way you like Dragon Quest, and not like Witcher 3. It's weird to me. To this day, I always say like, Witcher 3 is actually a Persona type of game, and you just don't want to play it because of the developer, and that's the premeditated mindset that you have with the game.
I bought it when it first dropped, and I played it, and I'm just like, it's not really my cup of tea. You
gonna review it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hide my trophy. I'm gonna hide my trophies before I review it. Even I didn't finish it.
There you go.
I put about 5-10 hours in the game, so I think that's enough for me to review it, right, Barry? Is that enough? Even though the game is like 50 hours. But even though the game's 50 hours, I only put 10 hours. I think I can review it. That's fair.
I'm with that. I agree with you 100%. That's just the influencer's life that we're going to live. And
100%.
Don't ask no questions.
Don't ask, don't tell. And I'm hiding my trophies, so you can't look at my trophies to confirm. So don't even
Absolutely.
try.
Absolutely.
You know what it is too with Mass Effect? It's too many games coming out, and I don't really have the time to commit to all 3 of those games like that. Not with what's coming out right now. Yeah. Like if the summer was dry and stuff like that, then maybe, I would have grabbed it and be like, all right, this is my summer game to get me through June, July, August. But summer's not dry, and really May's not dry either, because we got, Biomutant and all that coming out, and then, we got Guilty Gear and Ratchet and all that stuff, and Scarlet Nexus. So, and then towards the end of the summer, we got Kena. So I'm like, I really have no time for Mass Effect. Like, where's the time for Mass Effect? So I was like, no, I'm not going to buy it. Maybe during Christmas time or something, I'll pick it up on a Black Friday sale or something. But last couple of games, Subnautica, and then Subnautica Below Zero, and then Quantum Replica. So those are the games for the week. Those are the games for the week. So Bari, you know how we do this, man. We getting straight into the spotlight, right? And so for you, Bari, man, I think I know what your spotlight is for this week, but I'm gonna say it anyway. What's your spotlight for this week? And before you answer, for those that might be new to the channel, to the content, the spotlight game is essentially where myself and Bari give you guys a game that we think you guys should check up on. It could be an old game, a new game, a game that's not out yet. It's just a game that we think that the community should check out and look into, right? So Bari, what's your spotlight for this week, man?
My spotlight for this week, I have 2. One is like a preview kind of one, which I'm going to be streaming it later today. Guilty Gear Strive, the beta, open beta number 2 is out. So I do want people to try the game out. I think people are going to enjoy the game. So yeah, Guilty Gear Strive is definitely going to be my first spotlight game. It's like more like a preview type give it a go. It's a free beta.
Okay.
You're not gonna, you're not gonna. There's nothing to lose there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But really and truly, spotlight game for this week is definitely Resident Evil Village 8. Yo, I'll be honest with you, man. I love that game, man. I love that game. I think the game is amazing. It was well paced. Ethan Winters, the man. The story was great. Gameplay is great. At first, you had to do certain adjustments to the settings to get that first person kind of, in my opinion, because the default settings that's on that game is not good. It is not. I get where they coming from, and I get what they want when it comes to the default settings. As far as this guy is not really like a soldier, and there's kickback into the guns and all that stuff, but it is not a great experience playing that on like hardcore for the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was crazy, but overall, I love the game. I think people that play the game will love it as well. This morning, I just beat the hardest difficulty, the Vial of Shadows. So that was tough as hell. So yeah, man. I think people will love Resident Evil Village, man. It's a great story. Honestly, I played majority of the Resident Evils outside of Code Veronica's, and I didn't play 6. I will actually put this as probably a second favorite one. I mean, because at first it was like 5 was my favorite one. I know that's sacrilegious to a lot of people, but
5.
yeah, yeah, I love 5, man, because playing that co-op, 5 always going to have sentimental reasons because I played that with my boy Marvin.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean, and
Okay.
we played
Yeah.
that all the way through, and that was a fun experience, man. Fun ride the first time playing that. And then when I played 2 remake, that easily went to number 1. But then number 2, I still going to give it to Village. It's very close though. I might even give Village number 1. Village is amazing, man. Yeah, I love the game, man. I think a lot of people love it too, and the replay value is up there because now I'm trying to get the infinite ammo for the Magnum, which I should have went for at first instead of. I'm not gonna say nothing because it's gonna spoil. Because there's a certain gun I bought after I beat the game because I was like, this gun is OP, but I'm playing on hardcore difficulty. But when you play on the hardest difficulty, that gun wasn't too it wasn't too good. So you know what I mean? I was spending my money not wisely. I was trying to upgrade everything rather than focusing on something. But that's what happens when you play it on hardcore first. In my opinion, you gotta upgrade a lot of guns to make sure you can beat the game. But now I'm working on trying to fully customize the Magnum and getting the infinite ammo on the Magnum. So yeah,
Okay.
I like Resident
Are
Evil
you
Village. It's a great
so
game.
you going for the platinum?
I will see because I'm 75%. I still got to do certain things. And the mercenaries mode, I tried it, but I'm still confused on what to do in the mercenary mode. I think it's more like the time based kind of thing. So once I figure out mercenary modes, we'll definitely see if I go for the platinum.
Okay.
I really want to go back to Near Replicant. Be honest with you. So I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the days I will, but I really want to finish that before Biomutant hits out. So.
Yeah. No, those are good spotlights. For me, my spotlight for this week, I actually have 25 spotlights. I actually have
Let's
25
go.
spotlights.
You starting like that? You starting like that? Okay. I see your energy today.
Hey man, I'm on it. I'm on it
I
today,
like
Barry.
it.
I'm on it today. I have 25 spotlights, ladies and gentlemen, and I can't tell you the names of them because we don't know yet. But those are my spotlights for the week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, but on a serious note, my spotlight for this week is Ratchet and Clank. Yo, the previews came out this week. We got to see more gameplay, more Rivet gameplay, and the grinding area that they shown, man, and just everything that was going on in that scene. And the fact that, we'll talk about the game, going gold and all that later, but it just looked amazing. Like really, truly amazing. Then with my secondary spotlight is actually, and I know a lot of people not gonna like this, is Destiny 2, Season of the Splicer. The new season started this week, and there are a lot of good weapons. And Vault of Glass Raid is coming back. Not next
Yeah, I
week or the
see
week
some
after.
screenshots on the weapons. They look good as hell.
Yeah. The new weapons are really good. Some really good mods on the weapons, and one of the new crucible weapons that you get is estranged epistaff, I think it is, or something like that. It's a hand cannon, a pistol, and yo man, this thing is so steady and it's very versatile. I be dropping fools in Crucible with it. Very good gun. And then the new Trials weapons, which I'm gonna try to get that this weekend. The new Trials submachine gun. I definitely want to get that. That looks good. And then the story content for Season of the Splicer. Now we got Baby Fallen, and we're dealing with like a Fallen who can communicate with the Vex machine world. So it's a lot of like the story this season is really good and it's really picking up. And also, yeah, the transmog, yeah, they got the new transmog and a lot of great weapons. And then the new match made activity is pretty good too, man. It's like very colorful and very sci-fi ish, right? So Destiny 2 Season of the Splicer is really good. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, if you do play Destiny, definitely check it out. I think you guys will enjoy it. Yeah, so those are my spotlights for the week, man. Right. Barry, let's get into some news, man. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's get into some news, man. So real quick, this came out today, actually. Hades rated for the PlayStation 4 in Korea.
Oh yeah,
And
that's hot off the press.
yeah, this came out like literally an hour ago. So, I'm definitely really happy about this. Because I'm just like, finally, right? How you feeling about this, Barry?
Yeah, finally, man. Hades is a great game. Like I said, I've been playing this game for like 3 years now. Because it was only on the Epic Store, like early access,
Mm-hmm.
and I got it through that, and I was streaming it like probably back in like 2019 or 18. I forgot what it was, but yeah, I always enjoyed the game, and they always been making improvements to the game. I just felt like, you know, what's the developer? Is it Super Giant Games?
Yeah. Yep.
Um, they had a pretty good relationship with PlayStation. It's weird to me that no, this game hasn't hit the PlayStation 4 or 5 yet. So it's good. It's good seeing that, like a great game like Hades. The music is great. The narrative is great.
Mm-hmm.
The combat system is pretty fun. It's like a mixture of Bastion and Transistor. But it's a roguelike game. And this is where the hypocrisy comes in when it comes to this community and the industries that everybody prays in 80s and is getting game of the year. But when Returnal came out, everybody was confused. Like, what the hell is a roguelike? You know what I mean? And I'm not even saying that. I'm seeing that between people in the industry. You know what I mean? But you out here voting Hades for game of the year, but you forgot you didn't know what Returnal was, or you getting upset of the structure of Returnal, and it's the same thing in Hades. You're gonna die. You're gonna start over.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like,
Yep.
so I don't understand it, but
No,
I
I
can't
agree.
wait for it, man. It's a great game.
I would have played it on PC, but I refuse to get PC any money. So I'm very excited. I'm excited for it to come to PlayStation. It's about time. All I need is Octopath Traveler to come to PlayStation now.
Yes, sir.
That's
E3
all I really
Persona.
need. E3 is coming.
But
Man.
listen, Square always hold us down, man. E3 is coming. The announcement is there. Live stream is happening. Square Enix is going to be the best show once
We
again
might
at
even
E3.
get like a special PlayStation character in the damn game. You know how PlayStation do. Like a
Yo,
special
listen,
PlayStation character in Octopath or something like that.
Square Enix E3 is going to be bonkers, and I'm not missing that for nothing.
Yo, did you see the?
Nothing.
I hate to go off track here. Did you see? Did you see the new Endwalker trailer for Final Fantasy 14 Online?
Yes.
You watched that whole thing, bro? That trailer. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Watching that trailer
That come
really.
out next month, I think. Yeah,
No,
it
no,
come
no.
out soon.
Endwalker comes out fall, November. I think that's the final expansion for Final Fantasy 14 Online. Um, that trailer, like the music, the story, the characters, the the presentation, yo, that really had me ready to jump into Final Fantasy 14 because I'm like, yo, this almost looks like a brand new Final Fantasy game, and I'm like, yo, I'm just like,
Oh,
hype off
did you
this.
play it on did you play it on PS5 yet?
No, because I have to buy a
Yo,
subscription.
it's a brand new ass game, yo, on PS5, yo. The DualSense, the loading, the visuals, yo, bro, it's complete night and day
Yeah,
on the PS5.
that trailer. If you guys haven't watched, oh, it's not the end. All right, well, listen, don't quote me on that. Then I would have thought Endwalker mean that shit was the end. Anyway, if you guys have not watched that Endwalker trailer, go watch that trailer. Yo, it's like a
Oh, nah,
6 minute.
they're
It's
not
like a
ending.
It's like a 6 minute. It's like a 6 minute trailer, but it's phenomenal. Like I was blown away last night watching. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. But for Hades, I'm excited. You know, I'm excited that's coming to PlayStation 4. It's about time. I'm definitely gonna pick it up, support it, play it. Very excited about that. Now, like I said, all I need is Octopath. Go ahead and throw that on the store, man. Stop playing. Y'all know y'all want that money. But Bari,
You know where the people's gonna buy it?
I was gonna say, yeah, we know where it's getting bought. Come on, we know where it's getting bought. But that's besides the point. This What's Up PlayStation podcast. We talk about all things PlayStation. Bari, 2 special things came out this week. You know what those are?
What you mean, Persona? It's not like, we host a podcast and we put up a thumbnail, showcasing it. What 2 things came out, man?
Bari,
Explain yourself, brother.
Bari, use your DualSense to figure out what 2 things came out this week. Tell me that wasn't nice. Come on.
What?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about 2 new DualSense colors, and oh my god, shout out to Bari because like if I miss it, Bari's definitely gonna let me know, and vice versa, even if he's seen it. Bari's like, hey, it's already ordered, and I looked and I'm like, yo, these colors look phenomenal.
Yo, when I saw it in the morning, I knew you was gonna go stupid crazy for the red one. I knew it.
Oh, yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
100%. I was like, yo, this dude about to go crazy with this red one. He might buy like 3 of them drinks. But
I only bought
yeah,
one of each,
the black one, you know what I mean? We was pretty much, the midnight black one, we was pretty much knowing that was coming. That was like the worst kept secret. The red one was kind of surprised. And now that we see a red color, it kind of leaves it open for imagination that, other colors is going to be coming.
Oh yeah, they gonna make bank off this, Bari. They're definitely putting out more colors. Like we're gonna see a blue, we're gonna see an orange, a pink, a yellow, and they might even let you
give me a dark
one.
blue, kind of color. Like you see how the cosmic color is like bluish in the background.
Yeah.
Yo, give me a color like that. Oh man, I would lose it, dog. I would lose it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, 2 new colors: Cosmic Red and Midnight Black. 2 new colors coming to hitting stores. And here's the kicker: PlayStation, ladies and gentlemen, PlayStation know the right times to take your money, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. The 2 controllers released June 11th. What else releases June 11th, ladies and gentlemen? It starts with an R. It starts with an R. Ratchet and Clank also releases June 11th. So what you going? Everybody going into stores. But here's the great thing, Bari. Everybody going into stores because everyone's going to pick up Ratchet. So everybody going into stores or ordering online, and they make the suggestion, oh yeah, buy a new color DualSense controller as well, Midnight Black and Cosmic Red. These things are going to sell out. Straight up, they're going to sell out.
Absolutely. Yo, all right, so I want to ask you a question because I feel like I'm a weirdo when it comes to controllers. Mm-hmm. Like I have different specific controllers for different like genres of games or different games. Mm-hmm. Are you going to have like the black controller set up for like a different game or a genre, and the red controller set up for like your main one or your different controller or a different genre? What's your mindset when it comes to that?
The black controller is I'm actually making.
Oh, what you mean these people? All right, go ahead.
The black. Yo, you funny, man. The black controller is actually going to be my knockaround controller. That's gonna be the
what?
controller, like for like sweaty matches on like COD and stuff like that. That'll be the black controller because it
Okay,
won't
got
get
you.
dirty as quickly because it's
Your
black.
main driver.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be the main controller. The red controller is actually going to be only for PlayStation exclusives
Okay, I like that. I like that because
because that's a
I was
special.
leaning towards red for like RPGs, and my black is for like the daily driver, and the white ones I have in the back is gonna be like some different specific joints, and you know what I mean. But
Yeah, no, yeah, the red one is going to be only for PlayStation exclusives. The black is going to be for FPSs, and then the white ones will be for
I
like
like that.
RPGs
I like
and
that. I
stuff
like that.
Yeah, the
I
white
like
ones
that.
will
I
be
like
like
that. I
RPGs
like
because
that.
there's one white one because I had three white controllers. One white one is still in the box, never used. So I only have I've only been alternating between two different white ones, which I use for shooters and everything else. But I'm gonna clean them because I gotta clean them. It's time for them to get clean, so I'm gonna clean them and then like those would be like the
I clean mine
RPG
every week,
controllers and
man. Every
everything.
week, man.
Yeah,
I do it
I
old
gotta clean
school.
them.
Back in the day when we used to get like one sneaker, two sneakers a year. You know what I mean? You put some water in the cup, you put a little
Toothbrush.
detergent, toothbrush, and you just scrub that thing. That's what I do with my controllers every
My
week, bro.
my boy, he said he used the Clorox disinfectant wipes on it, and it like cleaned off everything, and it was white and super clear and everything. So
Oh,
that's
lit.
probably what I'm gonna do. Because even with PlayStation 4, my red controllers was always my FPS controllers, and then the black was like everything else, and then whatever other colors would be for like special games. But yeah, this one is definitely gonna be the red one is for. Because that's special. That's special, man. Red's my favorite color. It's special. That's
That's the
special,
baby.
man. You don't want
It
to.
is special because it costs $5 more, Persona.
Yeah, yeah. Why do you think that is?
I think the red one has like a different material. Like it might be like a because when I don't know. I gotta look at the paws of the red for a second. Maybe it. You know what? I don't know why it costs $5 more. I'll be honest with you. I don't know why.
Here's what I'm surprised about, right? With the controller, especially with the red one, because I thought they would have went with the red one. I thought they would have went two toned, just to kind of save time and money, where the top shell would be red, then the bottom grippy area would be black. But no, it's red all around. So I'm thinking that black grip area, that paint, that's different paint. That's whatever material they're using to make it red. I think that might cost a couple extra dollars because that's a
But
special.
the black one is
that's a
all
special
the black
color.
one is all black though with the grip.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But the black is a more common color when it comes to that type of stuff, and red is not really that common. So I'm thinking, the material that they use on the grips with red, it might have been something special that they had to use with that, whatever case it be. I'm spitballing. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
did that bother you at all? The fact that one was 70 and the other one was 75.
No, not at all. I pre-ordered. I
Are
pre-ordered.
you
that
saying
ASAP.
that because you're a PlayStation fanboy?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. I think both of the controls look amazing. I just wanted them. You know what I mean? No, I get
because
why.
you know how people get. You know how people. That's why.
Yeah, I get why a color would cost more because it takes a little bit more to but the $5 more. You know what I mean? I just like that's just a weird price. But just to let people know in the chat as well, Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out on the 10th of June. Ratchet and Clank comes out on the 11th. So, and Guilty Gear comes out on the 10th as well. So, or the 11th, I think. But if you pre-order, you get to play early.
The 8th.
Oh no, Guilty Gear is the 11th.
It's 11th
Guilty Gear
for
is 11th.
everybody else, but for us, it's the 8th because we got the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
Which I'm very excited about, by the way.
Oh, and Macho was saying that the same thing with Xbox. The blue controller $5 more than the black and white. Okay, got you. Yeah, so Persona, you probably are right.
Yeah, I think it's because of the material that they're using to create that red. I think that's what it is. And pay a little extra. I mean, listen, you don't have to. The thing about people, they get mad at this stuff, and it's like you don't have to buy it. You already have a white controller. You can buy the black for $7. Like you don't have to buy it. Like, oh, it's too expensive. I'll wait for a sale, or it's not for me. Okay, move on. No, but people like.
Oh, you know what? Too, this one makes me happy that they actually officially are coming out with different colors because, I wanted to have different colors on my DualSense, but I was waiting for PlayStation to officially do it. Because, the third party ones, I see people doing it and all that stuff, and that's cool, but I don't want to do no manual labor to customize my control. I just want that joint, officially or licensed from PlayStation. So this now opens up the possibilities for shells now to have official license or officially coming out with PlayStation own shells and all that. So
yeah, that's
I would gladly wait for that as well instead of for the third party joint.
That's gonna be pretty dope. Bari, just a couple of minutes ago, you was talking about how you only had, back in the day when we only had, those nice 2 pair of sneakers, and we clean them out. We take the toothbrush and the detergent and the toothbrush and clean it out and things like that.
Yes,
but
sir.
Bari,
Sir.
we're adults now, and we're better off. So now we can get more than just 2 or 3 pairs of sneakers. And speaking of sneakers, let's talk about these new Paul George PG5s coming out.
I like that segue. Your segue game has definitely elevated. You know what I mean? Definitely elevated.
Thank you, sir. Let's talk about these Paul George PG5s for a second, Bari. PlayStation's on the roll when it comes to dealing with entertainers and sports and things like that. PlayStation is on the roll because they doing business with oh shit, what's his name? Tell me his name, Bari. The singer, the rapper.
Nike. Paul George.
Not Paul George. The other guy.
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. Oh my God, yo, how am I a millennial? I don't know that. I know somebody in the chat gonna get at me for that. But doing business with Travis Scott. Then we got this with the Paul George with the sneakers, and this is not their first time that they've done this, right? With special PlayStation sneakers with Nike, but now we got this coming with the new PG5s that's coming June 17th is when they'll be available on the Nike website and on the Nike app. Bari, how are you feeling about these? I'm not gonna lie, these are nice. These are nice. I'm not gonna lie, these are nice. How you feeling about these, Bari?
Yeah, so Paul George and PlayStation, they've been having a deal for a minute now. When it came to the PS4, they had the sneakers. And now, the PS5, the PG5s, they got something special going on. This is just great marketing here, man. As far as a player like Paul George, well known, having your sneakers linked to a gaming console, this might catch, those few people like, oh, I love gaming. Oh, Paul George sneakers. Oh, let me go cop that. Oh, is PlayStation 5? Is one available? No, I gotta wait. Okay, let me go buy one from a scalper. You know?
Oh,
man.
The bots. The bots on these sneaker sites are definitely gonna buy these up real quick.
Absolutely.
They're gonna buy these up real quick.
Jeff Keighley, he has some. He was showing them off.
Oh, he got a pair already?
Yeah, he had a pair. Yo, real talk, I think they look really good, man. Like normally, I wouldn't be. I remember I tried to get the first one that they did, but that junk sold out mad quick because I liked how the PS4 and the Paul George, the first one they did, would look good. This one looks good. Like this is something where I would get, but I would never wear.
I don't like wearing white. I don't like wearing white sneakers.
No, I like wearing, but it's due to it's like PlayStation and the sneaker. I'll probably have this like as a trophy piece. Like I'll put it.
This is a collector's item.
Case.
I'm not wearing these.
Yeah, like I'll put this in my sneaker case and never wear them.
Yeah, I would never like if I get these and I'm gonna try my hardest to get these. No. These will never be worn. Never, ever. They're strictly going in a glass case, and it's a collector's item for me. Like it's just.
Yo, it actually says PS5 on it too. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it looks.
And they got the symbols on it. Yo, the little details like that is pretty cool, in my opinion. And yeah, this is news from like last week, guys. But we're gonna. This was pretty big news last week. If you guys are sneakerheads and like gaming, obviously you like gaming, but
yeah, we playing catch up. We playing catch up, guys. Don't judge us. Don't judge me. But yeah, man. So yeah, those are the PGs. Very excited for those, man. Shout out to Paul George. Shout out to PlayStation. Both their names start with a P. PlayStation, Paul. PA, play. Oh no, PL. Anyway, PG, man. PlayStation, Paul George, man. So yeah, those are the sneakers, man. Very nice. Let us know if y'all getting those, man. Y'all picking those up? I'm excited. Let's get to something that I'm not gonna lie, Bari. It made me smile ear to ear, man. And it's just
As it should.
Some of the things that PlayStation developers do, I'm like, yo, don't ever change. Don't ever change. Because man, is this stuff magical. Right? And you know, most developers, Bari, they just put out a hey, we've gone gold. And you know, keep it moving. Not Insomniac. Not Insomniac, Bari. When it comes to gold, I think Insomniac takes the platinum. And yes, I am talking about them. Ratchet and Clank has gone gold. And a nice little animation with Rivet with a gold screw. And then a trophy that says gone gold. Very magical. Very magical, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like what Insomnia does with this stuff, man.
Yeah, I do. So Ratchet and Clank has gone gold. Like we said, the release date for this is going to be June 11th, exclusively on PlayStation 5. This is a next-gen title, the third, if you want to count Destruction All-Stars. So the third PlayStation 5 exclusive title coming out within a span of 3 months. Bari, man, what's your thoughts on this, man? How you feeling?
I am very excited for this. I am loving the gameplay that was shown during that PlayStation State of Play. Amazing stuff going on over there. The boss fight where my man went to like the dimension rift and continued the boss fight. I felt like that was dope as hell. And they showed off like all the costumes and all the extra stuff that you're gonna be doing, like challenges and all that things. Rivet seemed like she's gonna be a cool character. I like her. I like what I'm seeing. I like the stuff that I'm hearing when people speak about her. So yeah, I already been sold, man, on this game. When they put it on pre-order, you know what I mean? It was cocked. And like I've been telling people for the longest, man, I really feel that when it just comes to the sheer work, Insomniac is like the best PlayStation studio. You know, it's just like the stuff that they're doing with the older games. They're pumping out new games, and they alone put out 2 games for PlayStation 5 already. Yeah, we're only 6 months in. You got to give it up to them, man. You know what I mean? They're doing their thing, man.
The talent is unmatched.
Yeah, yo, and then there's talks about, you know, Sunset Overdrive. The sequel can continue on PlayStation. I never really was a fan of Sunset Overdrive as far as the mission structure and how the setup was for that, but the overall gameplay was great. I think the online it could have been much more than just a wave based kind of thing. But it was an okay game to me. I never really
had a stench. I'm sorry.
Nah, even it being on that platform, I always felt like it was a cool game, but the mission structure was just bad. It was like, to me, it was just lazy, but the gameplay and all that stuff was fun. You know, it was like Ratchet and Clank on rails.
It's funny, man. I really enjoyed Sunset Overdrive. Like that was my reason for buying an Xbox. You know, so I really did enjoy.
Yeah, didn't you get the Sunset Overdrive bundle? I remember that.
Yeah. So, you know, that was my reason for buying an Xbox. And so I was really excited for that game and played it, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, it had a problem. Certain things could have been better, right? I do think if they make a Sunset Overdrive 2, especially with the power of the PlayStation 5, we're going to see a lot more enemies. The world's going to be much more granular, you know, much more things to do. You'd definitely be able to skate along the rails much faster because, you know, everything's loading so much faster, so you could go faster and do more things and whatnot. I would definitely want Insomniac to get a second chance at that game. Like, honestly, I would definitely want Insomniac to get a second chance at making Sunset Overdrive 2 and even remastering Sunset Overdrive 1.
Do you think it will be... Oh, yeah, okay, so now you just mentioned that, because if they remaster Sunset Overdrive 1 with 2 coming, then I can see it can only be on PlayStation. But if they was just to come out with Sunset Overdrive sequel, do you think it will be only on PlayStation?
Yes.
You don't think it will be multiplayer? I think it will be multiplayer if it's just...
I don't think it'll be multiplayer because PlayStation owns Insomniac now, so they own all that. So it would definitely be on PlayStation only. And like I said, with Sunset Overdrive 1, give it the Spider-Man treatment. Spider-Man remaster treatment, add more stuff to the world, ray tracing, give all that good stuff, and put that out and do like a simultaneous thing like you did with Miles Morales where, hey, we remastered this game, touched it up, we put the power of PS5 into it, and then we also got Sunset Overdrive 2, brand new game, and things like that, and do a package deal and put that out on PS5.
If they're gonna do it like that, I agree with you 100%. If they were just gonna do the sequel, I think it would be multi-plat. Let's look at look at what they did with MLB The Show.
Yeah, but
MLB The Show opened a lot of doors.
Yeah, but MLB The Show isn't really an IP that PlayStation owns in terms of the licensing.
Wrong.
No. Hold on. Let me clean it up. Let me clean it up
now. You about to get steamrolled.
Let me clean up my statement. What I'm saying is the MLB The Show, the game, yes, they own that, but the licensing that comes along with that, there's a lot of red tape there. So, of course, that's why they decided to go multi-plat with that, because of the whole MLB situation of them going to take the license away. PlayStation owns Insomniac and owns their IPs. Why would they put that elsewhere?
MLB The Show is owned by PlayStation.
Yes.
That's a PlayStation IP. Regardless of licenses or not. Is Gran Turismo not owned by PlayStation?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's a licensed game. Is Spider-Man now owned by PlayStation?
Yeah, it is.
That's a licensed game. So, that whole license excuse is just BS, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to go into the whole MLB thing. I'm just saying the MLB thing opened the door where they can put another game on a platform. You know what I mean?
But why? But how does MLB The Show and Sunset Overdrive compare? I don't understand.
No, I'm just saying that it's possible because it opened the door. Because a game that was just only on PlayStation for years has hit another platform. Sunset Overdrive
was never on PlayStation, so
it began on Xbox. That's what I'm saying.
No, I understand it began on Xbox, but if I bought something and owned the IP, why would I put the second game on the competitive platform instead of just remaking the first game and doing a package deal?
Oh, I'm saying because since the doors has been open for an owned game that PlayStation owns to go on other platforms, the fact that this game started on Xbox is a possibility that if their sequel was to if a sequel was to come, they would probably put it on Xbox as well. You know what I mean?
That would be yo. If they did that, man, I'm
100% with you as far as the remaster and having it part 2 on what you call it on PlayStation 5 and all. I'm with you 100% on that, but I'm not saying that it's never you can't just shoot it out. The possibility that it won't. And in the chat, I'm never wrong. Just letting you know. Y'all talking about a different thing than what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about publishing and all that. Get the conversation together. I'm never wrong. Go ahead, continue. I have to let him know.
Man said I'm never wrong. Man said
look what they brought up. Look what they brought up. It's not even what I'm even talking about. They talking about publishing and all.
Hey, yo, Bari, chill, bro. He said I'm never wrong. Yo, shout out to Bari, bro. The best lifts on YouTube. That man said I'm never wrong. He said that shit weird. Yo, somebody gonna
take that literally. They're gonna be like, what? I'm like, what? I'm gonna pull up all the files.
He let that Bronx out a little bit, boy. That was Bronx that came out just now, man.
The thing is, I just don't want PlayStation, the nation, to fall down this loop of thinking this and that when that's not the deal. Like, go with the facts on what's going on instead of trying to go off like, oh, but my opinion, this and this and that. No, it's a game that they owned. Yes, this is licensed, but they own it. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean nothing. They own the game. It's their IP. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Publishing is a different story. Of course, they're not going to publish that joint on Xbox. Of course. that works all the time with different games. There's many games that come out here in the United States, but in other countries or different regions, it's published by somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be published by Square here, but it might be published by like Destiny. People
Mm-hmm.
don't know that Destiny was published by PlayStation in Japan.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
I'm never wrong. Shout out to Bari. Either way, I mean, either way, I would love for Sunset Overdrive 2. I would definitely love for PlayStation and Insomniac power the PS5 and what Insomniac is capable of doing. That's Sunset Overdrive 2. That's going to sell. That's going to sell. That's going to sell. That's going to sell.
Hopefully that if they do one, that the game evolves, because like I said, the mission structure was ass cheeks in my opinion.
Well, I'm being honest.
That's why I
with you,
didn't really
man.
like the game like that.
I'm being 100% honest with you, Bari. The next game I want from Insomniac after Ratchet and Clank, because I'm very excited about Ratchet and Clank, super hype. Day one will be platinum, all that good stuff. The next game I need Insomniac to do, outside of Spider-Man and all that, I need a new Resistance, bruh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I need a new.
Yo,
Resistance,
that's what I
bruh.
want. Forget a Sunset Overdrive. I want me a new Resistance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I definitely put Resistance
Reboot
over.
that.
Yeah. Reboot that, remake it, put a new game, whatever. I need another Resistance from Insomniac. That series is really, really on point, man. And I don't want that series to just go into the vault and never come back out again. Like, let them especially the first game, Resistance Fall of Man. I loved, that was one of like the first few shooters on PS3 that I was playing like super hardcore, and I was putting so much time into that, bro. That game is so good. The story is good with that game. Ah, man, Resistance Fall of Man, remake that. Insomniac, if you're listening, remake Resistance. PlayStation, if you're listening, let Insomniac do a remake from the ground up, PS5 power, exclusive.
They don't even need to do a remake. Just reboot the whole series.
Reboot, remake, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, real talk, I agree with you. Resistance Fall of Man was an amazing game. That game, because the time I was playing that game was in college. I didn't even play that game online because I didn't even realize like it really had an online mode. Well, part 2? Brother, man. Part 2, bruh. Oh, man. Part 2, I went ham in that. Good. I lived on Resistance 2 online, Lived in that game.
Yeah,
and
Resistance was really
2
good.
Was good too.
And I think RE2
3 was good too.
Not RE. Resistance 2 is when they introduced that 32-player lobby shit. I'm like, PlayStation was definitely ahead of its time when it came to online, because they, mag and all that stuff. That's the story for another time. But when you really look back to the PlayStation 3 generation, PlayStation was definitely had a lot of gems when it came to multiplayer games that really didn't take off because of the time it was in. But 40-player lobbies, 32 versus 32 lobbies, 100, 200-player lobbies and things. PlayStation was thinking ahead with that stuff, because look now. Like, look what's going on now. So,
what's funny? A fun fact about PlayStation when it comes to PS3. PS3 actually had more online games with dedicated servers than any competitor outside of PC
they did,
on console.
Because I remember
all these games was the dedicated servers.
Yep, Warhawk was. Yep, Killzone.
Yeah, and remember people always talking like, why does the servers always go down here for PlayStation? This game servers went down. Yeah, because the joint was dedicated. It didn't have like a good enough people playing it. You know what I mean? Why man that joint?
Yeah. Yeah, because even with Resistance Fall of Man had dedicated servers, and that was way back when PlayStation PS3 first dropped around that time. There was dedicated servers for Resistance Fall of Man, and server selected and all that stuff. You could create your own lobbies. You could create your own server in the game and make it public, and just let random people come in. Like, it was. That's and I think that's why I love Resistance Fall of Man so much, because that structure in Resistance Fall of Man, because they weren't doing that in Resistance 2. In Resistance 1 they had that structure, and it was just like so open and so free, and it was so good, man. Like, I love that game so much. But yo, let's move on. I could talk about Resistance all day. Um, PlayStation Now, man. PlayStation Now got some really good games coming to it, man. So we got
At a
Neo One, yeah, Neo One, Jump Force,
Can't
which
recommend it though. Can't recommend this service though because Go ahead, my bad.
no,
We'll
yeah,
talk
man.
about that later.
They not putting brand new games into the service day and date. So it's not really that great of a service. Let's be honest. Jump
Yeah.
Force, Streets of Rage 4, which this is especially with Streets of Rage and everything that's coming out with this game soon. That's definitely a good pickup if you guys have PS Now. So yeah, those are three games coming to PS Now, man. What's your thoughts, Bar?
Yo, Streets of Rage 4 definitely tactful move from PlayStation because they know the DLC is coming. They want people to play the game over there in PlayStation and buy the DLC on PlayStation. So yeah, that's pretty good right there, man. Jump Force. I know a lot of people hate that game, Jump Force. I'm like, yeah, Jump Force. But I love Jump Force as far as the gameplay, even though they kind of nerfed a few things as far as what you can do in the game. But also, I love Jump Force. I didn't like the story. I didn't play the story. I didn't do none of that stuff. I was just playing online the game. It does have some cheap stuff in the game, but I feel like if you are like an anime head, you should definitely give it a try. And now you can give it a try on PS Now if you're a subscriber.
For free.
Yeah, you can give it a try and play.
For free.
You can foot dip with PlayStation Now for free. Neo is a really good game. I know a lot of people bought Neo on PlayStation already, so
Yeah, that's very popular.
if you the fun thing about Neo is like if you didn't even buy the game, you can get. I think they gave it through PS Plus before. Did they give Neo? I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure if Neo was on PS Plus or not. It might have been last year. I could be wrong though. I'm not sure. Somebody will correct us in the chat. But I do think these three games, even though I don't really like Jump Force, and you know how I feel about Jump Force, man. I just give me J stars, man, because it's Jump Force Shift Trust. It's good to see those games come through, right? So it's pretty good to see.
Yo, one second, Persona, because this dude, Jeremy Nelson, he's going in the chat. I guess he's slow. Here's what he says. Yes, but it's like Star Wars. You can. It's like Star Wars. You can license it, but don't own it. This situation is nothing like Star Wars, brother man. You know what I mean? You're trying to compare Star Wars, something that's owned by like Disney and LucasArts and all that stuff. It's MLB is a game that was MLB the Show is a game that was always developed by PlayStation. And the actual if you want to look at Google, there's a thing called Google Online. You can actually Google PlayStation owned IPs and look it up. It shows you that PlayStation owns MLB The Show, the game. Yes, it's licensed, but they own it. Spider-Man 2018 is a licensed game, but that actual game, that actual IP is PlayStation owned. You know what I mean? He told me I'm wrong at three times wrong at 30 seconds. You ain't proved nothing yet, brother. Try again though. Keep trying in the chat, man. Hit the like button, dummy. Go ahead, Persona.
Hey yo, Bari letting that Bronx out today, man. You see us Queens guys?
Bro,
guys, we nice.
Am I wrong or right? He's not even making any sense. He's like, it's like Star Wars. No, it's not. It's not even close.
Yeah, no, you definitely in that regard, yes, because you can own an IP and it's still, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Gran Turismo is owned by PlayStation. That series is owned by PlayStation. Do they own the license for the cars? Do PlayStation own the license for Mazda, Honda?
Ayo.
I was about to roast this dude, but go ahead, man.
Ayo.
So I'm wrong in 3 times in 30 seconds. You're an idiot. Go ahead, so my bad. Continue the show.
Ayo, listen. Boy, let that Bronx out. They see us Queens guys, we nice, man. We nice mellow, man. Boy, that man Boy.
Sometimes I can't let stupidity rot like that, man, because he's out here trying to say I'm wrong. Nothing I said is wrong. I only brought up a possibility just due to the fact of that happening with a game. And now that a game that is rumored, or there's no stopping Insomniac on making a Sunset Overdrive 2, I brought up the possibility of it being on Xbox because it started on Xbox. MLB The Show, that PlayStation owned game, has opened a lot of doors where it is possible that it could happen. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm right when it comes to that. What I'm saying I'm right is that PlayStation owns the fucking game. That's what I'm right. That's facts. That's not me, assuming. That's not me making something up. That is facts. MLB The Show is owned by PlayStation. Sony Interactive Entertainment. It's owned. Learn the difference between the speculation and the fact.
Let's move on. All right, let's move.
Fucking idiots, man. That's why you can't have conversation with these dummies, man. Go ahead, Persona, my bad.
Yo, I love
this. Is why I'm me.
This, man.
This is why I'm me. Don't be putting dumb shit in the chat, and you're gonna get checked straight up.
Yo, man.
I'm wrong in 30 seconds. Sit your ass down somewhere and hit the goddamn like button.
I love this. I love this podcast. I love the community, man. Bari, you the best, bro.
Hit the like button. Go ahead,
like
my bad.
All right. All right. So, I lost my train of thought, right? I lost my train of thought.
Yo, my bad, y'all. My bad, man.
Nah, yo, listen. Bari let his true color show. All right. So, new, one character that came to KOF King of Fighters 15 this week looks really dope, man.
Sorry.
Leona Heidendern. She looks really, really good.
Well-known character.
Yeah, we're gonna let this rock and talk about her. She looks really good. How you feeling her, bro? You think she might be on the squad?
Oh yeah, she's definitely on. Leona's is a popular, well-known KOF character. I think she was kind of teased already when the game first got introduced, but now we're just actually seeing her trailer. So this is not a surprise to me that she's in the game. I was very confident that she was gonna make it. And one thing I like about SNK, this is gonna sound weird in 2021, right? Is that the fact that they letting female characters be female characters, man. You know what I mean? Leona is always a character that had nice little boobies on her. Let them things shake. You know what I mean? Nowadays in fighting games, they wanna strap these females up like they looking like they in the London clothes back in the 1960s or 1800s. You know what I mean?
Let them back.
Like
let them sandbags.
The clothes where they strap you in. It's like the female can't breathe.
Amish clothes and things like that.
Yeah, that's how they making these fighting game characters now, man. I'm not saying that everything got to be sexual or nothing, but SNK they're true to themselves. Like, this is how the female character were when we started there. We're going to continue. Look at mine.
But not only that, but this is how women look in real life.
I'm not saying every woman look like that.
Not every woman.
The character
but
that they created.
There are people that look like this, so it's not like it's unrealistic. So I get what you're saying. Like, definitely, I am glad that SNK is definitely like, look, characters have always looked like this. Like, you go back to the past, we've always done characters like this. So it's gonna be this is what it's gonna be. Like, you can either accept it or not. Shout out to them, man. Like, she looks like a dope character. She looks like a Bari character. No lie, she's definitely a Bari. She's a Bari character, man. I'm looking at her, I'm like, this is Bari's. This is a Bari character right here. She got the set play with the grenade. She got she phasing and she got the grenade. That's like a delayed attack and whatnot. So you could get the setups and she looks really good, really fun. She looks really fun to fight as well, and she's got a parry. Like, this is a Bari character.
Yeah, I think that parry is universal. But yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about Leona though, is that she's a charge with some of her stuff is charge, but she is still pretty dope to play.
Yeah. Now I wonder with that bomb attack, if you block it, does it still stick to you? That little attack. Like, if you're blocking and she throws it, does it just like bounce off or something like that? I wonder.
No, I think
when she threw it at him,
you got to get the hit confirmed. I think you got to get the hit confirmed with it.
Gotcha.
Well, we're gonna test it anyway because the whole trailer he's not blocking, but
Yeah, he's
they're
not
just
blocking.
showing that here's the confirms you can get from it.
Yeah, because when he was standing, stationary, she threw it and it like stuck to him. But I'm like, I wonder if he's blocking. Would that still
Yeah,
happen? If that's the case, they got to nerf her real quick. They got to nerf her because that
it should
that's
be
that's
strong.
that is no good. But yeah, that's Leona, man. She's pretty dope, really fun. Looks really fun to play, fun to use. So yeah, definitely check her out, man. Definitely check her out. If you guys are gonna pick up King of Fighters, man, pick that up. All right, so let's move on, man. So another another cool PlayStation. Yo, PlayStation is really like they are really like
It's like they
th-
listen
th-
to a certain podcast and two
yeah, I
individuals.
know. Yeah, two individuals. One of their names starts with a B, the other one starts with a P. And we ain't talking about the gas station. Uh, BP.
Ooh, I
That went
like
around.
that. I
That
like
went over
that.
y'all.
I
That
like
went over
that.
y'all head. That
That
went
was
over
bars.
all
That was
y'all
bars.
head,
That was
man.
bars.
Start with a B and a P, and I ain't talking about a gas station. BP.
Mm.
Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't. Y'all ain't ready, man. So yeah,
Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco.
PlayStation Player Celebration, man. Um, they announced this week actually, part of the days of play, and essentially, you can win so. Essentially, all you have to do is you sign up, and essentially you play, get trophies and stuff like that, and you get exclusive themes, uh, avatars, and a lot of this is on PlayStation 4. Avatars probably can be on PlayStation 5 as well, because obviously, that's part of the account. But themes are really just a PlayStation 4 thing. But, you can complete community challenges, earn trophies, play games, right? And so, we can see here, man, some of the things that you can get. So between May 18th and the 24th, you can get an exclusive PSN avatar and exclusive PSN theme. And then between May 26th and the 31st, you get 5 exclusive PSN avatars. And we see Sackboy, Jin Sakai, Aloy, Ellie, and Demon Souls guy here. And then from June 1st to June 7th, exclusive PSN avatar, which is Kratos, and then you get an exclusive PS4 theme, which it's if we can look closely, we see it's Ghost of Tsushima, Sackboy, Big Adventure, Aloy, and I can't tell what that last. Can you tell what that last one is, Barry? What's that last game? Is
I
that
can't.
Days
Is that
Gone?
Astro Bot?
No, that looks like
So
Days Gone.
is it?
It looks like it. Let me see.
I was gonna say like Subnautica or something, but
Nah, they wouldn't put that trash on here. That they wouldn't disrespect us like that. I can't. Yo, can y'all in the chat? Can y'all tell what that last game is? I can't tell.
I
I'm
don't
trying to
know.
think.
Zoom in that thing.
I zoomed in. I can't really tell.
I can't tell. Is that God of War? I see two people, like a son, like a big man and a kid. It might be
Uh,
God of War.
that could be God of War. That's God of War, right? Okay, yeah. So that's God of War. Um. So yeah, that's the
Oh, they saying God of War. Yeah, cause
yeah, it's
I'm
God of
assuming
War.
yeah, cause that's probably Kratos.
Yeah, so
The
that's God
only
of War.
thing that this is
Go ahead.
pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Like I like that first exclusive PSN avatar
Mhm.
with the symbols on that.
Mhm.
Um, but I haven't really used my PS4 like that, man. To be like, yo, I need these I need these themes for my PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? I'm on PS5, so I'm just like
Oh, so wait,
I'm a still I
there's
still participated.
bonuses. Oh, hold on. Okay, so the
Oh,
way
they
you the
stretch
way
goals.
yeah, so the way you sign up is obviously you got to sign in. You can sign up here, and pretty much it's going to have you sign into your account. And so the way you can do it is
Ooh,
you
that
play
that that fire.
play solo. You can play with friends, earn trophies. So playing solo, every game you play for at least 1 hour, spread across as many play sessions as you like, counts towards the game goal. Playing with friends, each game you play online with someone from your PSN friends list who has also registered counts double towards the game goal. Earning trophies. Every trophy earned in any game you play is added to then trophies goal, up to 6 trophies per day. Win
Yo,
exclusive awards.
real talk. All these goals are about to get broken.
Oh yeah,
Cause
people play
yeah,
games on PlayStation.
PlayStation, we play our games over here. This about to get smashed.
So the current community goal. So stage one is begins May 18th, and sign up before then, so you're ready to play when the stage starts, and that's when it's the 2.4 million gold, and the stretch goal is 3 million, and then gold trophy 7.2 million, stretch goal 8.8 million. If they're putting stretch goals, that means that these numbers are going to get just like
Yo, that's
demolished.
how much trophies is supposed to be earned within the time period.
Yeah,
Yo, that's a 8 million
yeah, but
trophies.
if they're putting, because the goal is 7.2 million, but if they're putting a stretch goal of 8.8 million, that means that they know that this 7.2 million is going to get demolished. Because they're looking, they wouldn't put these types of numbers out if the statistics didn't show that this could be attained.
Yeah,
So
it's achievable.
yeah, it's definitely achievable
Yeah, I'm
based
just
on the
letting y'all know.
statistics.
I got a list of easy games that I gotta download to my PS5. If y'all want those lists, let me know, and I happily deliver you guys to get those goals. Cause I got about 7 easy games. You can platinum these jumps like 30 minutes. You
So
know what I mean?
stage one, stage one, 2.4 million games played, 7.2 million trophies earned, and you get this exclusive theme. But then the bonus goal, 3 million games played and 8.8 million trophies earned, and you get the Astrobot, the Gran Turismo theme, and
Yo, the Astrobot
yo
fire.
that
The Astrobot
that
fire.
Returnal, bro. Look at Returnal.
Oh yeah, I just see that. Yeah, I need that. I need
Yo,
that.
that all right, yeah, we played some games. We definitely played some games. Yo, that Returnal is dope. Yeah, I need that Returnal. I need that Returnal ASAP. ASAP.
Yeah, fire.
Stage two is 2.9 million games played, 8.5 million trophies earned, and you get obviously these themes. But then the stretch goal is 3.6 million games played and 10.4 million trophies earned, and you get the Ice Robot and the ship. You get Abby, and you get the pterodactyl from Horizon Zero Dawn. And then stage three is 3 million games played, 9 million trophies on. Obviously, you get that. And then the bonus goal is 3.7 million games played and 11 million trophies earned. And you get Sackboy when he was gliding. You get Gran Turismo Avatar. And then you get Atreus Avatar. That's nice. That's nice. So you get father and
That
son.
last scene is fire.
Yeah, that last name is definitely fire. But I wonder if we're playing on our PlayStation 5 but playing PlayStation 4 games, does that count? I think it's just based on the account activity.
Yeah. Yeah, scroll all the way down. The last theme.
Oh, if all goals excluding bonus goals are reached, entrants who participated in each stage will receive the additional PSN average. Yo, this is nice.
Yeah, that one right there,
See,
that is fire.
seeing these themes, man, it really makes me like wish that PlayStation kept themes in PlayStation 5.
What PlayStation 5 should do, right? Because I like how the UI is already set up. I like that each game has its own theme. I like that already. But when we load up and we in the explore area, that I think should be customizable where we can get a theme there. You know what I mean? Because I find it funny that they was like, all right, we're gonna drop themes on PS5 and lose out on all that money there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
That's a lot of money
yeah.
that you just making on PSN store. So that explore area normally would default to like whatever news you highlight, you got the background for it. But I feel like that area right there, you can just easily have a theme there. You know what I mean? And then you can easily keep the whole theme for each game and all that, like the PS3 had and PS4 had a little bit when you scroll down.
Yeah,
Um, I think that'd be
yeah.
fire.
No, I agree. Yeah, I definitely signed up. I hope you guys sign up as well, man. Let's play some games, man. Get some trophies, complete some goals. Let's do it. So, yeah, man, that's pretty dope.
Yo, my man said, he said, don't treat us like Xbox gamers. We don't need easy trophy. We play games to earn us stuff. Nah, I'm not saying like, as far as reaching this goal, you can, if you guys want a list of like easy platinums, they're right there. I didn't put the space in them. That's my bad, but,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, just to hit those goals or whatnot, can hit them.
So yeah, that's the Days of Play player celebration, man. Definitely, I hope you guys participated in that, right? So real quick, man, some news about PlayStation VR, right? So this is a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. But according to Upload VR sources, Sony's next gen VR headset is 4K, 2000 by 2040 per eye, and has inside out tracking, a vibration monitor, haptic feedback, and foveated rendering. So this is sounding pretty advanced, pretty
Sounds
up there.
good, right?
Yeah, and again,
Yeah, listen,
this is all rumors. This isn't
this is what
fact.
always happens.
Good.
This is what always happens, right? I see a lot of people hyping this stuff here that never owned a PlayStation VR, console or peripheral. Like, this sounds great. I'm not knocking. This sounds great. I'm with it. But at the end of the day, when that price come out, don't be like, yo, that's too much. But
Oh yeah.
just the 4K resolution, whatever they were saying, the 2000 by 2040 per eye. When that stuff come out, everybody's excited for it. You think this is gonna be cheap? You think you're gonna get that type of specs and it's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be $199?
Oh,
No, it's not.
No,
It's not.
that's definitely gonna be like the price of the console, like $500. It's definitely
Yeah,
gonna be that expensive.
When that price come out, just hopefully the hype still maintains.
Be ready. You know it's not. Like let's be honest. You know it's not. Once that price drops, and they're talking about, $500, 550. A lot of people.
Yeah, because the first
why
VR
why does
was
it cost that much? It shouldn't cost that much. It should be like $200. What?
the first VR was 400. Was
400. It's the
399.
price
That's
of the
base joint.
console.
Yeah, and the bundle with the camera and everything, it was like 550 or 500 or something like that. And people was like, oh hell no, that's too much.
They ain't want to buy it. So yeah, that's those rumors.
Yo,
real
that came
quick.
out in 2016, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, PlayStation is on a different level, man, because 2016, middle of the generation, they came out with a different way of how to play your games in VR. You know what I mean? On consoles. Why, don't bring up Nintendo. That ain't real VR. But I'm just saying, like, they brought that into consoles, man. Yeah, I can't wait for the next VR headset. To be honest with you, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. Very very excited. All right, so let's move on, man. Let's get into this. Should we get into that article? Let's save that. No, let's.
Yeah, I want to say a fun fact before we move on, Persona.
Okay, go ahead.
That shout out to the PlayStation Nation, for actually supporting Returnal. Returnal came out on April 30th, and it was already in the top 3 in the US and top 4 in the UK as far as digital downloads on the PlayStation Store, man. So
That's good.
that's a great achievement. One day on the market and it's top 3. You know what I mean? That's digitally wise. That's amazing to me. So
Of course,
shout out to
that's
PlayStation on
definitely
that.
amazing. Yeah, PlayStation Nation, support, man. Support these games, man. We want to see more games. Got to support them. Barry, let's talk about this. Sony getting sued for restricting its digital game sales to PlayStation Store. So, there was a lawsuit filed in San Francisco. It's Kakori versus Sony Interactive Entertainment, and it alleges that limiting the digital purchases of PlayStation games to the company's own store creates an unlawful monopoly, as there is no other source from which to purchase them. According to the suit, Sony's monopoly allows it to charge super competitive prices for digital PlayStation games, which are significantly higher than their physical counterparts sold in a competitive retail market, and significantly higher than they would be in a competitive retail market for digital games. So essentially, this is a class action lawsuit against PlayStation, because I don't know if you remember, but you can't buy any digital codes anymore. Remember how you could buy like digital codes for games on like Amazon and all these other places? You can't do that anymore. The only place where you can buy digital games for PlayStation are from the PlayStation Store. So essentially, they look at this as a monopoly. And what's your thoughts on this?
Well, I agree that I feel like digital purchases should also be on other storefronts as far as like Amazon selling a digital code, GameStop selling a different code, Best Buy and all that stuff. I feel like it should be there. But the reasoning is bullshit. That's why they're gonna lose this case. Yeah, it is a kind of a monopoly when it comes to PlayStation and the digital titles, but their reason is bullshit because they're stating that PlayStation controls the market and they are heightening their price when it comes to digital versus the physical edition of the games, which is not true because a lot of the digital stuff there's constant sales on the digital storefront on PSN. You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah, there's constant sales on physical as well when it comes to these other stores and all that stuff. But as rapid as it is, it's not. From what I'm seeing, it's not as rapid as it is when it comes to the digital storefront. Yo, PlayStation went from like a 75 up to 75% discount sale one week, and then the next week was like Golden Week, and then the next week was like 50% sale here this week. What they really want is the fact that they want all the customers. They want part of the money. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's not because of the
money.
competition of the price and the games and the physical and digital. That's not the shit. They want piece of the pie too because Amazon was getting piece of the pie when it came to you want PlayStation digital games? Here, we can sell you a code. Amazon get piece of that. GameStop get piece of that. Best Buy get piece of that. That's the real argument.
Yeah,
the bullshit that they come up with is just bullshit. That's just BS.
yeah,
You know what I mean? They just want piece of the pie.
Nah,
So PlayStation getting all of that. You know what I mean?
all the money. Yeah, you cutting out the middleman. You know, the only place the money goes to is with PlayStation and whatever developer, and whatever game with the developer, right? So if it's a 30-70 split, the dev gets 70%, PlayStation get 30. But if it's a PlayStation game and you got Amazon and all these other places, you know how that money is exchanged in too many hands before it gets to PlayStation. I wouldn't want that either, personally. It needs to be.
It makes a good point too.
It needs to be between me, the developer, and the consumer. That's it.
Sick makes a good point too. He says they give you the opportunity to purchase currency, which is the same. Yeah, because you can buy a PSN gift cards and stuff like that on those stores.
Yep.
And what happens when we look at bestsellers on Amazon and whatnot is always those digital things is top of the sales. But yeah, they just want a piece of the pie more.
Let me ask you this question, man. Why don't people ever do class action lawsuits against Nintendo for not bringing down the price of old games? Why don't we ever get that?
Man.
No, I'm being serious. Like, why? As much as like people want these things to be fair, quote unquote, and all this other stuff, you know, if I go to Amazon right now and look up Breath of the Wild, a game that came out in 2017, how much you think it's going to be?
You know what it is? You know what it is? As much as Nintendo games sell, well, I get where you're coming from. The thing is, well, PlayStation, they put out, they're the top, right? There's a lot of monthly active users on PSN. That's a potential of a lot of people. 113, 119, 120 people can supposedly look into the PlayStation store. If they don't have to look anywhere else, like Amazon, Best Buy, and all that stuff, that brings a lot of eyes on people. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yo, we want that too. Nintendo, regardless of Nintendo, of their price of their games, you can purchase a digital version of the game on like Amazon or Best Buy.
And how much do you think
the
digital the version is? How much do you think the digital version is?
It's the same price.
Shit, you can't even get a digital copy of Breath of the Wild on Amazon. It says it's sold out. I don't know how you sell out of a digital copy of a game.
That's no different than the Mario 3D the All-Star joint.
Mario Breath All-Star of the Wild is $47. On Breath of the Wild, the physical version is $47. How much do you think a game from 2017 should be?
This is the question. How much is it on the actual Switch eShop? How much is that game on the
Nintendo eShop?
Yeah, like
Nintendo
the digital version
eShop.
If it's $60, then people need to be really looking at Nintendo because that's the argument that people are trying to say with PlayStation. That's not the fact because every game that's physical You know what I mean? Yeah, that store itself might have
Yo,
like
that
a
shit
certain
$60,
sale.
boy.
Yeah,
On
exactly.
the
That's what I'm
eShop is
saying.
$60.
That's what I'm saying. They're
On the
trying to
Nintendo
equate.
store,
They're
it's
trying
just
to say that's
$60.
what PlayStation is doing, but that's not the case. Just because a retail store has a specific deal or promotion doesn't mean PlayStation can have their own promotions. But at the end of the day, they're trying to say that physically a store can have a promotion, but a PlayStation store is offering that like $60 or whatnot, which is not true. That's what Nintendo's actually doing. You know what I mean?
Let me see. What's another
PlayStation, like I
Mario?
said, PlayStation, you have deals, sales. Like every week, there's a sale for PlayStation in the game or a promotion or something on
Mario,
the
Paper
PS.
Mario, the Origami came out when last year, right? Last year, like September or something like that. When did this release? This shit's still $60.
What Mario Paper? Yeah,
Paper
that's what I'm
Mario, the
saying.
Origami King, $60 on
Wait, is that
Nintendo.
the?
This Nintendo store.
You gotta look at the eShop. Look at the eShop. How much is it on the eShop? Not the
What the
That's
hell
the
is?
physical.
What's the difference?
eShop is the digital store.
Oh, come on. Let me see. So what did I do? Nintendo eShop. That's what I put.
Oh yeah, that's a good question right there. It said Sick is asking if a debacle like Cyberpunk happens and they bought a digital card from a store, who's responsible? At the end of the day, I think it still will be PlayStation responsible because the digital
All right,
card
so now I'm on the eShop. Breath of
only
the
goes through
Wild.
them. Like yeah, they bought the actual card from a
So
different retailer.
this is the digital store. So Nintendo eShop. Breath of the Wild, $60.
That's exactly. This is what they're trying to say that PlayStation is doing.
But why is no one saying this about Nintendo? Like I'm being honest here. Like,
Yeah,
no
because
fanboy stuff, man. Because with PlayStation, like you said, PlayStation does a lot of sale. Like every time I look in this damn store, there's a sale, indie sales, and 60-70% off here, Golden Week, Japan sale, all this other shit, right? Greatest hit sales, all these different sales on games, and not only that, but the game prices for PlayStation games go down. If you look in the greatest hits section for PlayStation IPs games, they are permanently marked down to $20. God of War, one of the greatest games to come out last generation, you could get that for $10 to $20 right now. That's one of the greatest games to come out this generation.
yeah, but
Digitally.
the reason why it's a deal for the PlayStation because all the eyes are on PlayStation. It's the biggest store. Like
I get
PSN,
that, but
legit, is a bigger store. Yeah, Nintendo games sell crazy, but nobody's really buying digital games on Nintendo. PlayStation, a
so
lot of
that means
people's
that
buying digital games.
so does that mean that it shouldn't none of these so that means that a game that came out in 2017 shouldn't be marked down permanently to a cheaper price?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. I'm just saying like how it's viewed. You know what I mean? Like people seeing that PSN active users like 120 million. It's seen that a lot of digital purchases is coming from PS stores. They want a piece of that pie, bro. That's all it is. They want a piece of
You're
that
not gonna
pie.
get it. You're not gonna get it. Oh well.
That's why I think they're gonna lose the lawsuit because the fact that they're not really mentioning the real reason. You know, they're mentioning PlayStation is monopolizing and charging more than what the physical edition is, but no, they're not. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, the RSP the retail price for the physical edition is the same as digital in most cases. But just due to the fact that the store itself is having a promotion, you can't not PlayStation because PlayStation Store itself can have a promotion too. You know what I
Bruh.
mean? So that's the reason why they're gonna lose
Paper
that
Mario
case.
came out in 2020, July of 2020. $60. Digital Nintendo eShop. Luigi's Mansion came out October 31st, 2019. $60. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening Remake, September 20th, 2019.
Yep.
$60. Super Mario Maker 2, June 28th, 2019. $60. Mario Deluxe, which is a port from the Wii U Deluxe of Mario, Super Mario Bros. Wii U. Super Mario's U Deluxe is the port from the Wii U. came out January 11th, 2019, $60.
The
Super
fact that
Smash
Super
Bros.
Mario
Ultimate.
Bros. Wii U Deluxe is 60 is crazy.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out in 2018, $60. Luigi's Mansion, $40. Super Mario Party came out in 2018, $60. Mario Tennis Aces, 2018, $60. Super Mario Odyssey came out in 2017, $60. Why is there no class action lawsuit for Nintendo to put the price down on these old ass games? Like
Because,
if we really no,
like I said,
it's rhetorical. It's rhetorical. I know. I agree with you. It's rhetorical. I agree. But this shit's disgusting, bro. This is the problem in this industry, bro. Within this industry, this is a huge problem because people want things to be fair over here, but then don't want things to be fair at their favorite platform or the grandfather of game or whatever. Yo, Nintendo should not get any type of special privilege. Yo, Nintendo will always have a special place in my heart as introducing me into gaming. My first console was a Super Nintendo. I love Nintendo, right? But if we really want things to be fair across the board when it comes to gaming, people need to start speaking up about things like this within these stores. If we really want fairness across the board, right?
To be honest with you too, like I feel that PlayStation should have digital codes be sold on other retailers as well. You know what I mean? If they're not going to have a gifting option on the PlayStation Store, and I'm actually with the class action lawsuit to have it being sold on other platforms. But if PlayStation implements a gift store, then I can give a fuck about that platform. You know what I mean? If there's a gifting system on the PlayStation Store, then hell yeah, you know what I mean? I'll be with it. But the fact that they don't have those things in place and they're monopolizing the digital purchases on their games, it's an issue, in my opinion.
No, I agree. I hear you. Pokemon Shield, $60. And Pokemon Sword, $60. Pokemon Let's Go 2018, $60. Pokemon
Yo,
Tournament,
T-Man, that's a
Pokemon
fact, T-Man.
Tournament DX that came out 2017. That's a port from the Wii U. $60.
So that's a fact, T-Man. It's a double standard, and PlayStation gets held at a higher standard, and that's the truth of the matter when it comes to a lot of things in this gaming community and industry. PlayStation is always being held to a higher standard, and people are doing that, not knowing that they're doing it. You know what I mean? Like they're just doing it like just automatically, like it's something that's come naturally to them. Where PlayStation is always being held to the highest standard.
Yep, it is what it is, though, right? Okay, so that was fun. Real quick, let's talk about this E3.
What?
Yeah, real quick. So yeah, there's gonna be E3 details gets revealed. So essentially, when it comes to the conference itself, in the press, the ES described the online portal. So it's gonna be like an online portal and an app. And they're gonna have like different special virtual booths, online forums, video conferencing, and even profile and avatar creation. And then with media get to access the app early.
What?
So media will be given access to the portal a little early, starting on the 7th of June, with public access beginning on the 12th of June and running until the end of the show on the 15th. The ESA said that registration for access to the online E3 portal will be free and signups will be open later this month. Hopefully the ES won't leak everyone's details on the internet this time. That's funny.
Wait, so they do have something where you got to sign up to participate in E3 digitally.
Yeah.
But it's free, because I remember the rumor was coming out that they're charging for E3. They
debunked
They
that,
definitely stopped the rumor.
Yeah, they debunked that.
Yeah.
They debunked that. So it is free. Signups is free, and this is pretty much for for feature, again, hosted events, virtual booths, online forums, stuff like that.
Yo, you know what they're gonna do? You know what they're gonna do? And like I really want to support E3 because like I like Greg Miller and I will support Greg Miller when what he's doing for E3. But you know what they're gonna do? The fact that it's free, they're gonna put so much
Ads. Oh
advertisements
yeah.
on that
Yeah,
joint,
it's gonna
bruh.
be a lot of
Yo,
ads.
you're gonna watch more ads than the actual event.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of ads.
That's
But
how they make it. That's how they gonna get that money.
when it comes to the main shows, you guys don't gotta, those will still be shown on Twitch and YouTube. So like the main event shows that most people watch E3 for anyway, those will be free. So those will be on YouTube and Twitch. So I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm be honest.
gonna add them.
I'm not signing up for this. I'll look at one of these game media coverages of the virtual boost or whatever and talk about it through there. I'm not giving them my information after that whole leak stuff. Nah, you're not getting no
E3
emails
got
or nothing from me. No, when they leaked all of the people's information.
Oh,
You
okay. I
remember
remember.
that?
I remember. I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, yeah. I got lost for a second. I was like, "What are you talking about?" It got leaked.
You're not getting no information from me. Nothing. Nope. I'm not signing up for none of that. I'm good. I'll let these
Yeah, he said
journalists do it.
couple noodle ads. Yo, they gonna add you up, bro. Sign up for that
Oh
joint.
yeah,
Go ahead.
it's gonna be a lot of ads. It's definitely gonna be a lot of
They
ads.
gonna have the thing prove that you're not a bot. You're gonna check mark it. You're gonna click on the palm trees,
Right?
and then yo,
They're gonna want you to
once you
set up
load in,
two-factor authentication. All that bullshit.
yeah.
Then once you load in, it's gonna say
boop,
something
boop,
is.
boop, boop, boop.
Once you load in, it's gonna say something's went wrong. Foreclosed.
Yep.
Because you know that
Gonna
shit gonna be
add
getting
you up,
hammered
bro.
from like people trying to get in and all that. You know it's gonna be getting hammered. I'm good. Man.
So this is gonna be on their own website. It's not like done
No,
through
it's gonna be an app.
YouTube.
It's gonna be an app.
Oh yeah. I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
good.
it's gonna be an app that you
If
sign up for. But the
I'll
main
be honest with you.
conference shows are gonna be shown on YouTube and Twitch still.
Yeah, like if the main conference shows was gonna be through this app, I'm not even gonna lie, I would have signed up. But if it's just like the off things, like the showcases and all that stuff, I'm good on that. I could probably watch that later on after I see the
Those
main
are gonna
shows.
get uploaded. Those are gonna get uploaded to YouTube like a day after anyway. So I'm not giving them my
Yeah.
information on none of that, man. I'm good, bro.
But really and truly, when it comes to YouTube, I mean, when it comes to E3, I only really gonna really like I'm gonna watch everything, but I really gonna probably do like a live stream to Square and probably Capcom. Capcom doing their own thing, right?
Square, Capcom, but that's the
We don't
PlayStation's
care about
doing.
nobody.
Well, we don't care about that, but PlayStation's doing their own thing.
Yo,
But it's
that's the thing.
outside.
Yo,
It's
do you think
outside
PlayStation
of
gonna do something?
not with
Nah, but
E3. No,
there's no
they said they
official
not.
announcement.
No, there is no official announcement, but E3 already released a list of people that's going to be participating with them. So like Xbox, Bethesda, Square, Capcom, like they're all going to have something special with E3, like in terms of like a conference presentation or something like that. PlayStation's not there. PlayStation's not doing. Neither is Nintendo. Nintendo's not doing nothing either. But I do think
Nintendo
that,
normally does their own. They do their own thing, right?
well, yeah, they do their own thing, and PlayStation does their own thing now as well. So, there's not gonna. I don't think there's gonna be something directly linked to E3 with PlayStation, but I do think PlayStation will make some announcements or do their own specialized show outside of E3. B Staples said Nintendo is at E3. All right, so if Nintendo is at E3, then but PlayStation not there. PlayStation not.
Yeah,
because
Ubisoft, Square Enix, Koch Media, Konami, Warner Brothers. I'll watch Warner Brothers too, 'cause I want to see more on Gotham Knights and
Harry Potter as well.
I'm thinking about Gotham Knights and the
Oh yeah,
what
that
you
got
call
pushed
it,
back
the
to
other joint.
2022 too, didn't it?
Yeah, Capcom
man,
is
that
going to be
hurts.
there. T2 is what? Is that Take Two? Yeah, that's Take Two, right?
Take Two, yeah, I think that's Take Two, yeah.
And I guess Microsoft is going to be there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Ubisoft Forward, Future Game Show. I don't know what that is. PC Game Show, EA Play,
Nobody cares. About
Summer Games Fest, Xbox
about
Showcase, Square Enix. Oh yeah, Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo is going to be there. They just didn't pick a day as far as what they're going to do something.
Yeah, they'll probably show more.
A lot of
the
them
new,
have.
They'll probably show more. They'll probably show more of the new Pokemon open world game that's coming out.
Yeah, and they probably going to show Breath of the Wild too.
Yep,
as well.
Most likely. Hey, we might even get a Switch 2 announcement, Switch Pro announcement, or tease or something like that. They might tease that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's E3. I'm definitely gonna like if the shows are all gonna be live streamed on YouTube. You could definitely expect that from me as well. I'm definitely gonna be live
You
streaming.
gonna do all the shows?
Um,
Oh, you gonna be
I'll,
off though, so you gonna be good.
yeah,
You
I'm
gonna
be
be
off.
Gucci.
Yeah, I'm be off. So I'm most likely gonna do Xbox, Bethesda
Nah, I ain't doing
for
Xbox. There's too
jokes,
much games
shits and
that week, man,
giggles.
for me to be doing all them shows.
That is well, it's the
I'll
weekend.
join. I'll join your show. I'll join your show, but
The
the
main
only
one,
ones I'll do
Square
specifically
Capcom
is
for
Square
sure.
and Capcom.
Yeah, Square Capcom for
Yeah.
sure, but I definitely do want to see what Microsoft has planned, like what they're going to show and like what I do want to see. So Microsoft for sure. Yeah. So
Yeah,
the three that I'll do
I'm-
is Xbox, Square, and Capcom.
I'll definitely watch for the comedy hour. With Xbox. Nah, I want to see the TBAs. I want to see the TBAs too, man. So I'll watch the Xbox show.
Yeah, the Xbox show. I definitely want to see what they got. Coming. You know,
To be announced.
the Game Pass hour.
Absolutely,
World.
man.
How they go?
Shout out to
How they go?
Xbox though, man.
How they go? World premiere.
World premiere. Never been the most excited time to be an Xbox gamer. That's Phil. My bad. My bad, guys. Wrong podcast.
Man, come out squinting like a mother. All right, let's move on. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about this. That man, go back and watch any E3. That man come out squinting like a
Absolutely.
motherfucker.
I know the vibes.
That man be squinting, my boy. All right, let's move on. So let's talk about this Wired article. So a lot of good things came out this article, man. They really PlayStation. Can I be cocky for a second, Bari?
Yo, get on your cocky shit. Pause.
PlayStation listen to you and me straight up. Let's talk about it, bro. PlayStation,
Absolutely.
they hit us up in the DMs. They was like, "Yo, what's up, PlayStation? We've been watching your podcast. We hear you. We hear what y'all saying, man. We
It's
need to step it
undeniable.
up. We need to step it up. What do we need to do, right?" And we told them, "Look, man, just put more information out, man. Just tell the people just a little bit of what you got coming, just to keep us, keep us cool, right?" And he's like, "All right, man, we're gonna put out more information. We're gonna put more things out around the community, put more games out and whatnot. You feel me? Like they listen to us, Barry. Nah, they ain't really hit us up, but that I could be cocky, right? So, Jim Ryan, there was a cool Wired article that came out this week where Jim Ryan and a couple of other, and Jim Ryan and really Herman Holst talked about a lot of things surrounding around PlayStation 5, the future of PlayStation, and really what's to come, right? So one of the first things I want to talk about, Bari, is PlayStation 5 success. So right now, as of March 31st, 2021, PlayStation has sold 7.8 million PlayStation 5 consoles. Fantastic, right? And it's the biggest launch in the U.S. history and has surpassed even the PlayStation 4 in terms of sales and success, right?
Yo, that's one thing I want to bring up and highlight as well. It's like I know there's a supply constraint when it comes to PS5, and it might carry over to the next year. But also, a lot of people's not highlighting the fact is that they're also outputting how much PlayStation 5s there is compared to the PS4, because it's outselling the PS4, meaning that they're actually manufacturing more PS5s than PS4. It's just the demand is so crazy they can't fit the demand. You know what I mean? So a lot of people always want to showcase that, yo, they shouldn't have put the console out. It's not ready. Why is there so much issues? No, they're actually putting out more PS5s than PS4s, and PS4 was record breaking. It's just the fact that demand is so much higher.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
yeah, go ahead.
when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and its supply, ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't have a PS5, I know you're not gonna like to hear this, but they said the supply constraints is definitely going to carry into the later halves of this year and even 2022. Man, I feel for those that don't have a PS5 but want one. They said that it's a lot of it has to do with the fact of the semiconductors and things like that, which that's really across the board with like TV manufacturers. Like everyone is like struggling right now. The semiconductor supply chain is really, really constrained right now. So they're working to try to get that opened up and really get things like on the ball and moving. Once that happens, you're really going to see a huge uptick in PlayStation availability, but the constraints is definitely going to carry into the rest of this year and parts of
Yo, Persona,
2022.
you want to know how bad it is?
Go ahead.
There's times where I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see like promotions for people that's selling PS5, like the scalpers. And I mean, and yo, like how you see like a regular like Manscaped ad, you see just like that. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, yo, are
They
they
trying to
paying for the
unload them
ad space?
shits. Yeah, they trying
Yeah,
to
yo.
unload them shits.
And when you go to it, there's like, yo, only serious inquiries. Yo, selling this PlayStation 5 for $750. Yo, I'm like, yo, they having ads on Instagram for this joint. That's how you know the demand is so high on PlayStation 5s right now, man.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
trying to get them out.
They want it. They want it, man. It's really hard to get a PS5 right now. Really, really hard. Like, I want a second one from the bedroom.
Actually, yo, it's hard to get a PS5 for the retail price. It's not hard to get a PS5. People
Oh
just
yeah,
don't
you
want to
could
pay the
go on
retail
eBay.
price,
I
which
just look. I just
rightfully so. Rightfully so, you shouldn't. But I'm just saying that it's hard to
yeah. I
get
looked
one
on
for retail
eBay
price.
just now, man. Like they selling these shits for $1,200.
Yep.
Like it's definitely the cheapest I just saw was 800. So yeah,
Yep.
you can definitely go on eBay and snatch one up, but you're not paying $400 or $500. You're paying closer to 1,000.
Yeah.
You know,
Even these GameStops and the Best Buys, it's hard to get a base PlayStation. They selling them joints with a bundle. You know
oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
you gonna pay PlayStation
Yeah.
everyone trying like excuse my language right now, but really everyone trying to fuck every people that's trying to get a PS5 because even if you're trying to get one from Best Buy, Amazon, or wherever, it's gonna come with an extra controller. It's gonna come with a charging station, a year
A
PS
game you probably
Plus,
don't want.
2 games. Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
come with all this bullshit, and it's like, bro, can I just buy the PS5 and choose what I
Hey,
want
hey,
after the fact?
yo, people that don't play COD, they buying PlayStation 5s with COD
With COD,
bundles.
yeah, they just want that PS5, bruh. Listen, if I was
Yeah.
like really looking to get a PS5, I would have jumped on one of those bundles. So I don't care if it's a game I don't want. I'd have jumped on the bundle quick. I mean, hell, even the GameStop. Remember the GameStop bundle that came with what? An
That's
extra
yep.
controller, a charging station, $100
PS
PSN
Plus.
card,
Yep.
PS Plus,
Yo,
all that
GameStop
shit.
about to be like, yo, here's these Funko Pops. They
Right.
about to start selling Funkos. With them.
So yeah, man, the constraints is gonna definitely carry into 2021, guys. So, 2022, sorry. But the juicy, spicy news, right? Is it muy caliente? Muy caliente.
Muy caliente.
The very spicy news is what Herman Hulse had said, where I'm trying to look for it. Just give me a second, guys. Don't yell
Yeah,
at
you
me.
gotta scroll all the way down. It should be
The second to
right when
last
he's talking.
paragraph.
Yep.
Is it the second to last? Yeah. Say return, of course, but it also speaks to the early. Yeah, so essentially, Herman Hulse, he says, I'm trying to, why can't I find it in this goddamn article? Oh, here we
It's
go.
gonna be
Okay,
like
yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
according
Yeah,
to.
according to, yeah, I got it. So essentially, with Herman Hulse, shout out to the Herm. He
You
says,
gotta put that
according to,
you gotta put that on front screen. Put
oh
that on
yeah,
the
that's
Summer
on
Jam
that's on that's
screen.
on screen. That's on the screen, man. They gonna look at that.
Sir.
According to Herman Hulse, Gorilla co-founder whom Jim Ryan taped as the lead for PlayStation Studios in 2019, the group has more than 25 titles in development for the PlayStation 5, nearly half of which are entirely new IPs.
Persona, for the people in the back that probably didn't hear what you're saying or understand what's going on, because I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter saying that there was no confirmation that they said that PlayStation is developing 25 titles for PS5. What does the group mean?
The group means the PlayStation Studios group.
Who who are they referring to when they say the group? After this beautiful introduction on this article, according to Herman Holtz, a Gorilla co-founder who Jim Ryan taped to lead PlayStation Studio 2019, the group. What is he referring to when they say the group?
Let me highlight the group. Let me highlight the group. Let's zoom in. The group. So the group
Has
pertains
more
to
than 25 titles developed for PlayStation 5? Because a lot of people trying to push. I mean, when I say a lot of people, you know who I'm talking about, the people are trying to push that they're saying they're not for the PS5. They haven't confirmed for the PS5, but right there, it kind of says it in the article. My bad, Persona. Go ahead, continue.
Nah, you're absolutely right. The group means PlayStation Studios. Like that's the group. I mean, I don't know how. Like, you know what it is, man. People wanted to actually just say, we have 25 first-party studios, first-party games in development at PS5. People want it straight like that, right? You can't. When it comes to like doing these interviews and talking, this community doesn't know how to read between the lines or reading comprehension. Some, not all. Some. So these things get blown out of proportion. The group could mean, first party and second and third party. Herman Hulst is the head of PlayStation Studios. PlayStation Studios.
Yeah, this is
so
is where...
like when they mention the group, that means PlayStation Studios.
Yeah, Persona, you're 100% right, because that's how it's articulated in the article. That's why the setup in the beginning is according to Herman Hulst. They gave him, like, they defined who he was. He was a co-founder of the Gorilla, and then Jim Ryan put him as the PlayStation Studios lead, right? So they already referring to whatever they're gonna continue next. They already set it up for you. The PlayStation Studios lead, the group talking about PlayStation Studios has more than 25 developed games for PS5. Yeah. I don't get the confusion. I think anybody that had finished school, when I actually have a high school degree, you know what I mean? Let's say that at that level, should understand that perfectly. You know what I mean? Like it's not smoke and mirrors. It's nothing to decipher. It's not the Rubik's cube. It's not
you don't have to play rocket science. Game. You don't have to guess.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty simple.
It's 25 titles from PlayStation Studios.
And right? Then he goes in a little bit more detail there. He says there's an incredible amount of variety originating from different regions. Host says big, small, different genres. And when we're saying 25 games, nobody's saying that, this is all 25 AAA 200 to 500 million budgeted game. Nobody's saying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, but that's what happens when you read the articles, though. Read the articles.
What we're saying is, like you said, half of them is new IPs that can scale from big, small, AAA, small games, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go
ahead. Yeah, but no, to kind of read off the second part, he says there's an incredible amount of variety originating from different regions, Hulst says. Big, small, different genres. In many of those cases, Sony's shared services became a lifeline for studios navigating lockdown. Having moved all its employees home in early 2020, Guerrilla Games found itself staring down the barrel of a game that hadn't even finished its voice and performance capture, let alone playtesting. So, even when you read deeper into the article, it talks about PlayStation and it being a lifeline to a lot of its studios, and they mention Guerrilla, which is, again, a PlayStation studio. So I'm not sure how people can't understand or comprehend that, right? But then there was...
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead, 'cause I'm trying to find the tweet, actually. That tweet.
No, but I was going to say that, which also kind of sums up why Guerrilla has been so quiet, because, we was over here asking, like, yo, where the hell's going on with Horizon Forbidden West? But they kind of underlining, like, here's the issue what happened due to the fact that you couldn't really do any mocap because the studios was closed and everybody's working from home. That delayed things for the game. You know what I mean? So, because we did see that Horizon was coming out. They said it was coming out 2021. Then they changed it to second half of 2021, but they still kind of confirmed that the game is still coming in 2021. But there's a delay that happened with the game. So, I like the fact that within this article itself, they answered a lot of questions that even I had in my mind. Like, all right, what PlayStation Studios doing? What's up with Horizon? New IPs are coming. They kind of summed that all up in that one little paragraph right there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I'm hearing, man. But my bad, I cut you off. I apologize.
Right. So then, here's the thing too, man. So Assad Quizzlebash, who is the head of product PlayStation Studios and head of PlayStation, he says more. He quotes what they said in the article: more than 25 titles, which is again first party titles. Then Christian Svensson, who is the VP, head of global third party relations, said, "Just wait until you see what's coming from our third party partners too." So that's adding on to those 25 titles. So I'm not sure what more comprehension you guys some may need. But how you feeling about this, man? 25 games, bruh. Jesus.
Yeah, like I said, I'm excited, man. Like the PlayStation's already delivered on a lot of games with the PS5 already, and we're still just brand new in the generation. You know what I mean? Like it's very hard to keep up with a lot of stuff that PlayStation is doing. But the fact that we're hearing that there's more stuff coming, and like I'm not in no rush to really to hear about any of the games that E3 would be great to get a little teaser here and there. But there's still games that they already announced that I'm still anticipating and waiting for more information and all that stuff for those games. You know what I mean? So the fact that they're already cooking up 25 games from first party, big or small, is already amazing to hear itself. And then we already know that there's stuff coming for PS5 as well. So yeah, like it is very hard not to recommend a gamer a PlayStation 5 console when we know they're offering stuff now and in the future is looking very bright for the console. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very happy.
I agree 100%. Like, it's PlayStation is looking very strong right now, very good. And get yourself a PS5 because once these games start coming out, you're going to want them. I'm very excited. So I'm glad that PlayStation is being more forthcoming with information and giving us little tidbits here and there, and just keeping us not in the dark completely, but just giving us enough for us to talk, speculate, and really just like, damn, 25 games. What could it be? What could this be? What could that be? You get what I'm saying? So very excited. And then again, listen, we also getting new controllers, brand new games on the horizon. I mean, guys. PlayStation Nation, we eating good. Very good. All right, man. So let's get into this topic, man. And I want Bari to kind of just because Bari been on a roll today, man. I definitely want him to set up this topic and kind of start us off. Bari has been on a serious roll today, and I love it. So I love this energy. So Bari, we in the topic, man. What's the topic about, man? Talk to us, man. Set that up for us.
Yeah, man. I mean, Persona. This is Persona's week to host, and you had a different kind of topic going on, which was a great topic, to be honest with you. But I feel like
we kind of touched on it too with the 25 games too. So I think your topic definitely would.
Yeah, for the second half of it. Yeah. But nah, we could have went a lot more in depth on there as well. But I feel like it's we have to do our due diligence of nipping in the bud stupidity in the gaming community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we have directors of IGN, telling people that he can't recommend. This is a guy that runs a gaming platform, one of the biggest gaming platforms in the industry, IGN, or sites. He is telling people that he cannot recommend a PlayStation 5, to gamers, which is kind of crazy, and I understand his comparisons. Well, I don't understand his comparisons. He compared it with Xbox and Game Pass, but I want to stay on the PlayStation side of things when it comes to why can't he recommend a PlayStation 5 to gamers. So the first question I want to ask you, Persona, in this day and age, 2021, we're in May 15th of 2021. Can you sit down as well and say that you can't recommend a PS5 to other gamers if don't have one, especially with all the news that's coming out and the future news that's going to be there as well? Can you say that you can't recommend a PlayStation 5? Is a PlayStation 5 recommendable? To gamers, Persona.
So I have his tweet up on the screen so that you guys can see what Bari's talking about, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So in terms of recommending PlayStation, and I'm thinking, I'm obviously putting myself to the side how I feel about PlayStation and whatnot.
No, don't put
If
don't put yourself to the side.
oh don't okay
I
well
want I want I want you to put yourself in the front. You are manning this. You are manning the blunt of the blow. Pause.
okay 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 so all right when it comes to gaming, right? When it comes to what we've gotten so far, what we're getting in the future, what PlayStation has been saying, how they've been delivering. Even when you look at the launch titles, PlayStation has been delivering since the launch of the PlayStation 5 new games, new experiences, heightened experiences, better experiences based upon the old console, PS4, and PlayStation 5. So even titles like Sackboy and Miles Morales, right? Yes, those titles are on PlayStation 4. And for some, they may say, well, if I can get this on PS4, why play it on PlayStation 5? And my response to that would be the heightened experience that you get on PlayStation 5, not just the 60 frames per second ray tracing, but the haptic feedback, the adaptive triggers, the sound, the audio. When you're swinging through the city with as Miles Morales and you got the headphones on, and you just hear him cutting through the wind, and you hear the webs and all those different things. Those experiences really cannot be had anywhere else but on PlayStation 5. When you look at Demon Souls and how beautiful that game is, and how, that's such a cult classic for a lot of people, and it's one of the most beautiful games to be out right now, right? Then you look at, you fast forward to 2021, and again, you've got, the Mayhem-esque games like Destruction All-Stars. You've got Returnal, which is a big hit, and it's very fun and very addictive, and it's beautiful looking, and it's just trial and error, and it's a true fun roguelike, right? Then you're looking at what's on the horizon with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Horizon Forbidden West, and God of War, and all these great games that's coming. And when you see Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and you see the gameplay, you see the world, you see the what's going into the design and the creation of this game, that game within itself, right? Just looking at Returnal and Ratchet, right? Those two games within itself really like have you looking like really salivating, like, yo, I want this game. Like, I have to play this game for me personally. Then you look at other games like Resident Evil Village, which looks beautiful on the PlayStation 5, right? Don't you want that better experience, right? And, this is something that I really ask people. How much are you willing to spend for a better experience, right? You're getting quality, high quality, top-notch games. You're getting a better experience on third-party games that are releasing on PlayStation 5. All these different things that's coming out with PlayStation, don't you want to enjoy those things? These are new games, brand new games.
New experiences.
New experiences, next-gen experiences. And
PlayStation's one thing I love that you did too. Oh, but go ahead.
PlayStation.
No, I said one thing. Yo, what is going on with us, Persona? Yo, you want a hug?
We're very excited. We're very excited today.
You want a hug today, man?
I want a hug. Man. Yeah, I'll give you a hug.
Hey, yo, one thing I like what you're saying is with the DualSense as well, because, yo, it sounds crazy when we say it, but yo, it's really a different. It's just like VR. Remember when we was talking about VR back in the day? It was like, yo, VR is a different experience. Yo, you playing this game in VR is a different experience. This is like a experience that you have to. It's not something that you can just talk about and, you be good with it. You have to have firsthand experience with it, right? And it's no different with like the DualSense. You know what I mean? The DualSense is not just something that somebody that's reading what the DualSense can do can articulate themselves about it. You know what I mean? They can't just be like, oh yeah, it can do this, but can't the other console do this with their triggers? You know what I mean? It's something that you have to have first hand experience with, like, yo, you actually feeling the raindrops. in Returnal.
Yeah.
That's a game changer. You're actually feeling that you're walking on glass in
Not only
Astrobot.
that, but with Returnal 2, the alt fire. Alt fire is
Oh yeah,
so
oh yeah, oh
impressive.
yeah,
Like it's such
oh
an
yeah.
impressive thing because with alt fire, it's a secondary shooting option on the same trigger. And for someone that plays a lot of shooters, I tend to hold my buttons or I tend to press my buttons really hard. With Returnal, I never feel the adaptive triggers are so good. I don't accidentally press alt fire when I'm aiming because the force is strong enough
Yeah.
to tell my brain, oh yeah, like don't press too hard or you're already pressing as hard as you can. Pause. Like it's really like mind blowing, honestly. And so like when I see things like this, I always ask the question with this like, did he buy a Series X or was it given to him as like a gift from Microsoft and things like that? No, I'm really asking that question. And even with the PlayStation,
Yo,
was that
listen.
given to you or bought? Like, did you buy it? Was it given to you with either of these consoles? Because with these types of dudes, right? I call them verified Twitter. With verified Twitter within the game community, these dudes, um, it's something that I've talked about in the past of how within this game community, integrity. Bari, you've really pushed this and talked about this first, but the integrity of gaming really needs to be upheld. And when it comes to a lot of the industry folk, especially as of late, the past 3 years, right? We've really seen industry people really not even try to hide their bias anymore. Because if I ask you the question of, okay, get a Series X and sign up for Game Pass, okay, and play what? If you're gonna name shit like Falconeer, Medium, and shit like that, Outriders and all that shit, no, like as fun as Outriders is, that's not something that I would buy a console for. No. And I've already platinumed that on PlayStation. So
By the way, Persona, I'm very excited. I got the platinum for PS5. It's
so
weird.
it.
What I had No, it didn't fix it. What I had to do is I had to play the PS4 version, which the PS4 version is horrible, bro. I had to play the PS4 version and do the 1,000 kills in the end game to get that trophy to pop, where the PS5 version, when I loaded it up, it popped in and all that stuff, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you got it though.
But what I was gonna say is that this tweet right here is just a stupid tweet. You know what I mean? This is why I'm out. Like, I agree with you. I'm asking, like, were you paid for this stupidity? You know what I mean? Because his points is off, right? He's talking about since launch, whatever, he did a 180 or whatnot, which is BS. Because what were you playing at launch? Which honestly is BS, because I don't feel like he was even playing his PS5 like that on launch, in my opinion, right?
There's a part two. Bari, I'm sorry, Cause don't get to the part 2 section. The part 2 of this with the exposure, that's part 2. Let's stick to part 1.
No. I'm staying on part 1. I'm staying on part 1. Like, part 2 is a little bit more, you're going in depth, but part 1 I'm talking about is the fact that where his comparisons is off, right? Where he's saying that the PlayStation 5, he can't recommend that to gamers. IGN, director of IGN. He can't recommend the PlayStation 5 to gamers due to the fact until it hasn't more games in it, right? Mm-hmm. The console that launched with more games than any other game console, if you look at backwards compatible or even newer games, they have launched more games than the competitor on those two standpoints.
Yeah.
He's saying he can't recommend that to gamers, right?
Yeah.
But this is the issue that I have with a lot of people when it comes to PlayStation and other platforms, which I go back to T-Man, what he said earlier, the higher standard. In this tweet right here, he's putting a higher standard on PlayStation without realizing it. Because I know where he's coming from when he's talking about until it has more games. He's not talking about the third party, the second party. He's talking about from a first party standpoint. What is being made from PlayStation developed studios until it has more games, even though they dropped like 4 PlayStation made games day one on PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But that's the standard that a lot of people are putting when it comes to PlayStation. The standard is so high, they don't even understand that they putting this such a high standard on PlayStation. And the comparison is always off to me because you're comparing first party to a service that has everything in it, right? So now he's comparing it, get an Xbox and sign up for Game Pass. And the reason why he's saying to sign up for Game Pass is because you're getting a multitude of games. You're comparing a service to something that the studios is developing for PlayStation, but you're comparing the entire service for Xbox, which doesn't make any sense because PlayStation 5 also has services. And I brought this up, PS Now, PlayStation Plus. If you have a PlayStation 5, you have PlayStation Plus collection that you have a multitude of games from first party and from third party. And I would say that PlayStation Plus has even better games. In the entire PlayStation Plus collection is better than Game Pass can offer you. Critical wise, when it comes to these games, Bloodborne, God of War, Uncharted 4, The Last of Us Remastered, The Last Guardian, Detroit Become Human. I can go on, Persona 5. You know what I mean? These are stuff that PlayStation 5 owners will be able to play with a PlayStation Plus subscription that you're telling people, oh, buy a Series X and sign up for a service. Huh? Right? But that's not it. There's also PlayStation Now. A multitude of games, over 800 games that you can stream through PlayStation Now. And you can download 300 plus through PlayStation Now, which you can download those games on your PlayStation 5. And yeah, everybody's gonna do the whole, oh, but they're old games. So what are you telling people to sign up for Game Pass for? Right? Everybody highlight Game Pass. There's no competition to Game Pass because they also do first party games day and date. What are they offering from first party day and date? For next gen? Huh? A DLC? Everybody bash DLC. Miles Morales is DLC. Miles Morales is DLC. But you're actually hyping DLC. That is a new next gen experience, which is not new because it's cross gen, or next gen experience because it's cross gen, right? This is the stuff that his whole point of what he tweeted was so dumb. IGN director of IGN, it's mind baffling that a director from IGN would even tweet something that stupid. You know what I mean? Even if you preferred Xbox, how the hell can you say something like you're an Xbox fanboy? How the hell can you just say PlayStation? You can't recommend a PS5 until it has more games. What? The things that you hype for Xbox, backwards compatibility, Game Pass, PS5 has. Over 4,000 games is backwards compatible. Huh? The services, PS Plus. I told you about PS Plus and PS Plus Clash. Yo, Persona, I didn't even talk about the games that you get on a monthly basis on PlayStation Plus. Mm-hmm. And you're getting brand new PS5 games. Mm-hmm. Bug Snacks, Destruction All-Stars, Control Ultimate Edition. What we got in December? I forgot what we got in December.
I forgot too.
We gotta look that up. The PS5 game in this. Oh, was it the shark game? Oh, that was January. We got the shark game in January, something like that. It was one of them drinks.
I'm about to look it up right now.
You know what I mean? I didn't even bring that point up.
Oh, it was it was Worms, Rumble, Rocket Arena, and Just Cause 4.
Okay, Rocket Arena was the new one, right?
Yeah.
Or was it Worms?
Rocket,
the Worms PS5 edition.
It was Rocket Arena and Worms.
You know what I mean? So and then in the chat the other day, David, my man, shout out to David Game, aka Strictly. He was like, "Yo, Bari, you didn't even mention the Play at Home initiative." So if you telling me that. Yeah, the director of IGN that PlayStation 5 have backwards compatible with over 4,000 PlayStation games, PlayStation 4 games. You have PS Now that you can play over 800 PS4, PS3, and PS2 games. Then you have PlayStation Plus that you're getting offered some of the best games that ever to come out for the PlayStation 4 in that service. You get that right away with your PlayStation Plus subscription for free. It's an add-on. It's an incentive, right? You're telling me that you can't recommend that to gamers. And you're saying that the PlayStation doesn't have games when it's offering you new games. Demon Souls, Astrobot, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Destruction All-Stars, Ratchet and Clank about to come out. Returnal just came out 2 weeks ago. And this man said until it has more games. It is offering more games, new games, old games than any other platform right now, console-wise. But you can't recommend that? It is pure insanity, Persona. It's insanity that the director of IGN is saying this. How can you not recommend? Listen, you can be an Xbox fan. I'm not saying that. You can prefer Xbox, but you're gonna sit down and say that's like somebody that works in GameStop, right? I'm not GameStop. GameStop, right? But you prefer Xbox. You're an Xbox gamer, and somebody telling you that they're looking for a PS5. You're gonna say, no, I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend a Series X and Game Pass. But the person's like, no, but what about PlayStation? Don't they have things too? Well, I wouldn't recommend until they have more games. You sound like an idiot. That person will never come back to that store. They'd be like, I'm not even a gamer like that, but you sound crazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's what this dude is doing. It's ridiculous, man.
I'm letting you have. I'm letting you have part one because I'm taking part two. So
kill it in part two, man. Kill it in part two.
All right. So Bari gives you part one, which is all that bullshit, right? Part two, that's where because part one, I'm over the moon. I agree with Bari 1,000,000%. I couldn't have said it better, right? Part two is something that I've spoken about numerous of times on my personal channel and on my personal show, on Bari's personal channel and show, on this show with our podcasts, on Twitter, right? On Porter Rock's podcast where I got called. Talk to him, Craig.
You're a millennial piece of shit.
Whoa. What I got called, for the ones that follow me on my channel, this is not the channel for that, but I'll only use that soundbite once, right? Right? I don't know what I'm talking about, right? When you ask people for what's that, ladies and gentlemen? Trophies, right? Let me see your trophies. Let me see your achievements. Prove that you're gaming the way you do. Now, this is the problem. So the second part of his tweet, where he says, I play an Xbox game literally every night, and I haven't turned on my PlayStation 5, PS5 on in 2 months. Returnal looks great, but it's a $70 game. What is that? Let me stop right there. What does that have to do with anything? It's something that I've said to you guys before, right? We get that everybody's budgets are different. Stupid. Everyone can't buy every single game on the planet. We all get that, right? Whatever. But if it's a game that you truly want and you truly want to play, does that not trump everything else in terms of other games that you may want to buy? It looks great, but it's $70. It still looks great. Why didn't you pick it up? Game Pass is just too good to ignore. Why? Why is it too good to ignore? Name what makes it too good to ignore. Because when I look at PlayStation 5 is too good to ignore because of the new next-gen experiences that it's offering, because of the plethora of games that you have to play. New games. Then he says, PlayStation 5's library will get there someday, and it will be expensive. $10 more? Crazy. Just last gen, we were paying $60 a month for games. I mean, $60 a game. $10 more is still... $60 is a pop. It's still expensive.
Sona, what does that even mean? The PlayStation library will get there someday, and it will be expensive. So you're telling me that you just don't want to support the industry. You don't want to buy video games. That's what that's telling me.
An industry, but see, this goes back to what I said. Industry, they want shit for free. I talked about this a couple weeks ago, where I said a lot of these industry dudes, they want you to give them shit for free. They don't want to pay for nothing. A lot of these industry dudes, especially somebody like him at his level at IGN, a director, this man's got a god complex because he can get any interview he wants with any dev, talking to execs and shit like that. He's got a god complex. That's what that is. That's what this is, a god complex. Oh, I should get this for free. Why? Who the fuck are you? But see, here's the problem. Because when I talk about trophies and achievements and how I want to see trophies and achievements and how more people need to start asking people, I don't care who they are. They could be all the way up the food chain like this Justin guy, or it could be some no-name troll on Twitter. What's your PSN? What's your Xbox gamer tag? What's the trophies and achievements looking at? That's what I want to see, right? Because you talk a good game, right? It sound good. It sound good hitting the ears to someone that doesn't really know any better. But to me, this all sounds like bullshit. This all sounds like propaganda bullshit. 100%. So, as a gamer, for me, the way I need proof to know that you are real about the shit you talking and the things that you say and do, show me a gamer tag. Show me a PSN. Show me that you playing the games and show me. Don't just talk. But see, this is the problem with this industry. This is the problem with this gaming community. In this gaming community, someone can build a career around gaming and not play any games. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. So somebody managed to get a hold of this Era Justin dude's PSN, gamer tag before he blocked it, by the way, privated everything, right? Someone snatched it real quick. Now, remember what he said, ladies and gentlemen? Game Pass is so great. I love it. I play it every night. But then when you look at his game history, Yakuza Kiwami 2 last played 2 weeks ago. That's the last game he played 2 weeks ago.
Surprised.
But this tweet, now correct me if I'm wrong, because we didn't fast forward in time, right? Because the tweet he made was 5/12/21, which is May 12th, 2021. But last time you played a game was 2 weeks ago. Why is that?
Gonna come with a BS excuse.
Why is that? This is the problem in this community, man. This is the problem with this community. There's too many people.
People try to justify him too. They try to justify him.
There's no justifying this, man. There's no justifying this. No, I don't care if you're an Xbox dude, PlayStation. I don't care. There is no justifying this. You're a fraud. I don't care if you're a director of IGN. I don't care if you created IGN. You are a fraud. And you don't belong in this community. If you're going to put out stuff like this, but not practice what you preach, why aren't you here? This is the problem in this community. And I really have to wonder for developers. I really wonder what goes through their head when they're talking to some of these obnoxious millennial pompous fucking interviewers, man. I really wonder what's going on. And this is why I say, developers, come talk to us. Come talk to me. Come talk to us. Come talk to the gamers that really care about your games and really want to hear what you have to say and aren't just doing it because this is what's on their schedule for today. People that really want to hear what you have to say. Because, like I said,
they be acting mad cocky too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Here's the other thing that I said yesterday. The split's happening, ladies and gentlemen, within this community. Real gamers versus frauds, reviewers, verified Twitter, clout chasers. The split's happening. We need to bring back the integrity in gaming because gaming is the only place where someone could not play games and build a career from this. This man's the director of IGN, putting out propaganda bullshit like this. But then you check his stats, check his trophies. 2 weeks? Your credibility's shot. So you need to answer the question for the community. Are you a paid shill? Because it looks like it. You're not a gamer. And I don't hear this, oh, I got a wife and kid. I don't want to hear all that, man. I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that. Because you got time to put out this bullshit. But you don't got time to play games. Game Pass is so great, but you ain't playing nothing. What's going on? It's this is disgusting because this is running rampant through the gaming community, and these are the people that are sitting in front of cameras on YouTube, in front of developers, asking stupid questions, making stupid suggestions, putting out stupid misinformation, things that don't matter to the general public of gamers in the community, and people are running with this stuff. This is why you see people talking about why buying games is considered bad now. How much longer?
You got a dog.
But Bari, how much longer is this?
I just
want to
let you know too, Persona.
What? What happened?
As far as who pulled up his gamer tag, it was your boy. It was a group effort. It was a group effort though. Shout out to my man Thrash, because Thrash had a tweet. He pulled up his PSN, and his PSN was privated. So, shout out to Jamel. Remember Jamel? He was like, "Yo," he was talking about the Papers, Please movement back in the day. And, we was like, yo, so what if we pull up his gamer tag? His gamer tag would be crazy, right? So we was like, maybe let's put it in as the same thing, Era Justin. Pull up the gamer tag. Yo, I thought it was fake, right? Because I was like, what? 35,000? No way, right? And then I'm seeing Yakuza 2 weeks ago. I was like, nah, this got to be fake. So we trying to verify it. And I put it on Twitter. I was like, yo, is this you? Just to see if he's going to verify it. And then people was hitting me back. They was like, yo, he privated it. So I was like, yep. And then other tweets that he put out like in 2014, he was like, yo, join me to play Dragon Quest Inquisition. Here's my gamer tag, Era Justin. So that verified that this is his gamer tag.
Confirmed. So, ladies and gentlemen, a split is coming. Because these industry media dudes, they don't have your best interest as a gamer. They don't have your best interest when it comes to reviewing games, because they already said, oh, I don't got time to finish games. I'll put 5 hours in and then send it out. But mind you, these are the power that these reviews have over if a company stays, if a dev stays open, if they get to make a sequel and all that other shit, that's dangerous. But you got people that don't care about gaming, don't care about the integrity of gaming, reviewing shit off of 5 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours, whatever, and putting that out as a review. How's that your best interest? You got them jumping on Twitter telling you go and sign up for Game Pass. Why? Tell me why. Tell us why. Why do we need to go buy a Series X and sign up for Game Pass? Why? Never mind
the fact you got to pay $70. You got to pay $70 for one game, which is okay. You know what I mean? But is the experience great? Is it a great game? He's not talking about any of that stuff. He's talking about
the price,
$70. Yeah,
never mind if it's a great game. Never mind if it's a great experience. It's $70. It looks great, but it's $70. What does that mean? What does that even mean? This is where we're at in 2021 when it comes to gaming. Bari, how much longer do we have to deal with this before the collapse happens in gaming? Because something's got to give. You can't have people constantly lying like this, shitting on developers, not really playing their games. Devs don't see this shit. I'm sure they do. Obviously, they can't say nothing because, whatever. But the problem is that the games media, they have control over the general public. They can sway public opinion. You had people that thought that Insomniac, the people that are sitting in these chairs at these computers developing and creating these games, you had people thinking Insomniac was lying about artistic changes with puddles in Spider-Man. You had people think they were lying about the game being 4K 60 frames for Miles Morales. You have people that don't believe that Ratchet and Clank is the gameplay. They don't believe a developer. They'll send the developer an article and say, oh, well, the article says this. Well, I'm the developer telling you this.
Ratchet and Clank, the $70 thing is going to come up as well. Regardless on how beautiful it looks, regardless on how much gameplay is going to be offered, how fun the game is, how engaging the story is, they're going to bring up $70 again. Because just like this dude, Justin Davis, library will get there, it'll be expensive.
But Bart, but see, can I bring up something that's going to be a bit controversial? Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be very controversial. But stick with me on this. People that talk about developer crunch and how that's wrong, and they champion developers shouldn't be crunching, and developers need to be paid a livable wage and more and all this other shit, but then turn around and say a game isn't worth $70 or I shouldn't have to pay $70. It's just like people on Twitter that pretend to care about people of color issues like police killings and all this other shit that goes on within the country, within the world. They pretend to care on Twitter, but they don't do shit about it in real life. They don't practice what they preach. It's just like that. Because you care about a developer and their crunch, but you don't want to give the developer or that company a little bit more money for the little bit more work that they're putting into these games, these passion projects and all this other shit. So you care about the crunch because it makes you look good on Twitter in front of everybody. Oh, good guy. He cares about the developer. Good guy. Good guy. That's so great. Yeah. But when it's time to put your money where your mouth is and put up a little more money for these developers, for operations and all this other stuff, you're telling people, no, don't buy that. It's $70. Do Game Pass instead. So I have to ask, how much do you really give a fuck about developers? How much do you really care about a developer, about their well-being, about their paycheck, about a sequel to the game? How much do you really care about gaming? Because we see it all the time with Twitter, where, when it's another police killing or whatever, everyone's jumping on board, but then they go back to their daily lives and don't really care. They don't do nothing, and they don't do anything. It's the same thing here. You'll cry on Twitter, create articles about crunch, get the clicks, but then still not want to pay for the games. How much do you really care about this hobby? How much do you really care about games? About gaming? It's very few journalists I really respect when it comes to gaming in this industry. Very few. I can count on maybe one hand how many journalists I respect. Game media journalists. Shout out to my boy Chandler Wood. When it comes to a lot of y'all, man, no respect. No respect whatsoever. I don't respect none of you. And a split within this gaming community is gonna happen. That's it.
The decline of the decline of the industry, writers and journalists is already happening. That's due to the lack of integrity that is going on. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not saying that you can't have your opinions on certain things, but it's just there's a standard that comes. That's like even when I'm working, right? My job, people always complain to me, is like, yo, how could I get in trouble when I'm not there at the job doing something? I'm like, yo, there's a standard. Regardless if you're on site or off site, there's a certain standard you got to uphold when you're working for the company. You know what I mean? Where if you do something that can affect the company's representation, you can lose your position. In gaming, you're 100% right. All that shit go out the window. Nobody gives a fuck about that. These dudes can say whatever the hell they want to say. opinion wise, whatever, which is cool. You have your Twitter for those things, but you can't be like director of IGN. You know what I mean? If it was something where you had a Twitter where it's like, these are my personal thoughts and this and that, cool, fine. But you're representing IGN right there in your biography, and you're over here tweeting these dumb tweets, and it's not even logical what you're saying. You know what I mean? So now people are just gonna put that in their head where, oh, I see this tweet, and I'm gonna tether it to IGN and how they think. That's just how the world works. You know what I mean? So you can be the nicest, like I said, you can be the nicest person in the world. It's not who you are inside, underneath. It's the things that you do that defines you. If the industry is doing these type of things on a constant basis, regardless if you're a good person or not, that's not what people are. That's not how you're being defined. You're being defined by the things that you're saying and doing. You know what I mean? So that's what you got to look at, man. When it comes to this industry, it sucks. It's horrible. And hopefully we're going to bring back integrity in gaming. That's pretty much what it is.
Yo, man. So, great topic. Great topic, Bari. Great conversation. We're going to get to these outros, man. Bari, start with you, man. What you got coming to the channel, bro?
All right, man. So, great show, guys. Episode 37 now officially in the books. Wonderful show, man. Definitely missed doing the podcast last week. And, when you finally do it, you get those jitters and you get those excitements. Like, yo, we back. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's definitely fun back here again doing the podcast. But later on today, I'm going to be streaming some Guilty Gear Strive. I'm not doing any multiplayer. I mean, online. Because honestly, there's a lot of changes that happen with a character, so I have to change the way how I have to play the character. So I'm just gonna be doing lab sessions and learning Eno and Angie, and going back to Leo as well and try to learn some of that stuff as well. So it's pretty much gonna be one of those boring learning the game and learning to do stuff in the game as well. Stream. And then hopefully, depending on how I feel, I'll probably come back and stream some online stuff later in the day or stuff like that, or in the night. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What I have going on today, and next week we're gonna be doing a giveaway. I got 2 game giveaways we're gonna be doing. PSN cards, by the way, for all the first class, Soldier first class members. So that should be a fun stream as well for next week. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah. Shout out to my bro Bari, man. Great show. Shout out to everybody here, man. If you guys enjoyed the show, man, make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out before you guys leave. Definitely appreciate it. Try to get to 100 likes. We at 92 right now. So if you haven't hit the like button. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed the show, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button if you either or. But trying to get to 100 likes. So got 121 people in here. So definitely hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, man, for me, man, it's me. I'm Gaming with Persona. I was your host this week. Very good show, man. Very, very. It feels good to be back. I definitely missed the show last week. So definitely feels good to be back. Really good topics today. A lot of PlayStation news. A lot of PlayStation news, right? So yeah, definitely excited about that. For me, I'm be honest, it's gonna be a little dry next week because I'm packing all my stuff now. I still got my PlayStation and everything set up, but today and tomorrow I'm really about to just pack up everything. So, it's gonna move in next week. So things might be a little dry. I'll try to get a show in next week just to keep up consistency. Probably Monday, Tuesday, I'll do a show. But then after that, it's gonna be pretty dry for the rest of the week until Saturday because everything's gonna be packed up. So. Yeah, I'll definitely get a show because I do want to go a little bit more in depth with this whole Justin era shit and this tweet, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some stupid stuff on Twitter that I see that I'm gonna be like, yeah, I want to talk about this. So expect a show this week, either Monday or Tuesday. I'll see. But yeah, outside of that, man, really appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Really appreciate the support, man. We had about 140 people in here today. Hope we was able to start y'all Saturday mornings off pretty good, man, here on What's Up PlayStation Podcast with myself and Bari. And yeah, man, we appreciate y'all support like always. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. We close, guys. So if you enjoy the content, definitely subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate that. Once we get to 1,000 subs, it's gonna be a lot of great stuff. Coming to the channel, man. So let's get to that 1K, guys. Let's get to that 1K. We got to see that 1K first, guys. So definitely share the stream out. Tell your friends, your best friends, your aunts, uncles, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, and all that. And yeah, man, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. And we see you guys next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew to What's Crew. And we out, man. Peace.